Is Dennis already up there? Is Dennis Alt already up there? At the, I think he's supposed to be running the desk. He is?
Yeah. He usually just gets it set up in the weird so he's around.
I just need a roster, so I'm going to come grab. That's alright. I need to get my steps in, you know?
Lawton Chase here. We're just about set for the opening face-off. Your Steamboat Sailors are about to take on Liberty after taking down last night's matchup against Air Academy, and it was an 8-1 final. So Steamboat really seemed to dominate on the scoreboard, but really it was the first two periods that seemed to kind of be in limbo for the Sailors. They did get a few goals in periods 1 and 2 combined, but it was the third period where they seemed to kind of storm away and finally really take it to Air Academy in a game that it seemed as though Steamboat was dominating, even with their play being as it was. And like I said, it was kind of up and down, but for the most part they seemed like they were a little bit too relaxed in their play, and they're hoping to find a little bit of a different tune here today against Liberty, of course, the team that beat them, the only blemish on their record here so far this year. And it was a team where they found that same problem. They kind of were a little bit too relaxed and ended up losing the game 3-1, and it was one of those classic trap games, and they're hoping that it's not the same thing today. I'm anticipating this team will come out and they'll start to light the lamp early and continue to do it often as they're trying to kind of black out what was a very forgettable first game against Liberty, and they have that redemption opportunity here tonight. Keep your dials locked in. We are on KCOQ 100.5 The River today, bringing you Steamboat Sailors hockey. So it should be a great matchup, and we'll have the opening face-off here in just a little bit. Before that, a few Sailor spotlights and an interview with Brian Harvey.
This is Skip Deerdorf from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is the Colorado company that is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. And we're proud to support Sailors Ice Hockey. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee-owned and operated, the contractor's choice, the homeowner's friend.
Hey, Sailor hockey fans, PJ Wharton of Yampa Valley Bank here to thank you for supporting our hometown hockey team. Yampa Valley Bank is proud to support all of our Steamboat student athletes and to sponsor this broadcast of Steamboat Sailors Hockey on KTYV Sports on FM at 98.9. Steamboat High School Athletics are an example of our genuine hometown, Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. Enjoy the game, and let's go, Sailors!
Hi, this is Doc from Doc's Auto Clinic. When your car isn't feeling well, head over to Doc's for above and beyond customer satisfaction and the most expert service around. The techs at Doc's are ASE certified and go the extra mile to give you the peace of mind you need to know your vehicle is safe. We take care of you and your family by taking care of your car. We are located just past Moose on the west end of town off of Elk River Road. Doc's Auto Clinic, proud to support the Steamboat Sailors.
With me right now with the voice of Steamboat Sailors Ice Hockey, Mr. Vlad Chase. Vlad, how are you today?
I'm doing very well, Brian. How are you?
I'm doing very, very well. Your Steamboat Sailors off to a good start. They're 7-1 here on the season, and they are looking very, very strong. Let's talk about the team in general. Let's start between the pipes. They've got two very good goaltenders, starting with the senior, Peyton Tritz.
Yeah, I was actually just down in Breckenridge on Wednesday, and I was talking with Billy Bartow. He's the head coach of Summit. He said, we lost to Steamboat 6-0, but that's not quite indicative of the way we played. Peyton Tritz just stood on his head and made some really big saves at key times. And I think that he's done that pretty consistently throughout the year when he's been called upon, and he's just had some big games, including Chaparral a couple times.
I was going to say, the first game of the season sort of set the tone for Peyton in the net. Now, we've got a junior goaltender who got some time as a sophomore, who's been basically splitting time, although Peyton's got a few more starts. Patrick Sumner, who we know pretty well, great kid and a good, solid backup.
Yeah, absolutely. And, a really good look at the future in Patrick Sumner. I mean, he's going to be the guy next year, and I don't think that there's too much fall off from Peyton. Really, there may be no fall off at all. It's just a different kind of style of play because Peyton's a bigger goalie, and as you and I both well know, Patrick is not going to break the scale when he steps on it, but he definitely is quick and makes up for it with his speed in the goal. So Steamboat's set in goaltending. They can definitely steal a couple games for the Sailors.
Well, one of the big strengths of your Steamboat Sailors is this D unit. They returned everybody from last year's team. It's led by the captain, Luke Borgerding, but there's really no letdown. There's 5 to 6 D-men that Ernie and Brian Ripley are able to just roll out on the ice.
Yeah, and it's amazing to see that. Like you said, there's Borgerding, and then you go to Griffin Maltby, and then there's Colby Beckett. Up and down this defensive roster, it's guys that really don't take a step back when they get out on the ice. There is no defensive zone problems. There's no worry in the coaches that, oh boy, we've got to be mindful of who we send up front because these guys are getting out there defensively. So that's an excellent, excellent thing to have. And as you said, to return all of them, that's even bigger because the chemistry is already there. A lot of these guys, they know each other. Griffin actually has been kind of going back and forth. He's played some offense as well, but he can be on the back end. So the utility guy, always a pleasure to have that in your toolbox.
Well, his brother he's definitely a forward, but he looks like he's a defenseman because he's way bigger than his little brother Griffin. But Griffin last weekend pretty much played D the whole weekend, which was cool to see. Grant McNamara got some time at D and some time at forward, but having him back, they really started pushing Hibbett forward. And right now, the offense is very, very deep. And if they can stay out of the penalty box and sort of get a rhythm going, they can go 4 or 5 lines here.
Yeah, you know what's so exciting, Brian, is that offense you speak of has scored so many goals this year. I don't know that we're going to see the parade to the penalty box cease. The characters we have on this team are necessarily going to, let that happen because they like to get their shots in, whether it be with the mouth or with the body. And so not such a bad thing if you can continue to score goals at the torrid pace they have. It's just when you start to get into a very tight game and you might, find yourself down with PK for a couple and they can capitalize, that's when you'll start to find some problems. But like I said, we've got some character guys here that really, they love to run their mouth and they love to be hockey players. So it's pretty fun to watch.
It certainly is. Love the play right now. Guys that they got back, Sean Sullivan, Nate Kelly, and David LaPointe. Like those 3 right there were kids that weren't on the roster last year because they went down, played some juniors. Man, those guys are playing great.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you get some of the best offensive scoring touch in Kelly and in Sullivan. Sullivan just has a nose for the net. He wants to score every time he touches the puck. The same, not so much can be said for Nate. He's kind of more of a heads-up guy than I remember him leaving Steamboat.
His game improved. He definitely, as you say, he gets his head up. He now is very good at looking around, and he's really setting people up where he used to shoot first. Now he's more of a pass-first guy, but he can dangle.
Yo, he absolutely can. It's always been one of his biggest strengths has been his hands because sometimes, he was catching up on the speed side of things when he was back in youth hockey, and so he needed them so he could kind of get around these guys and open up lanes for himself. I love it, though. I love to see that he is picking his head up quite a bit. He's not a small body, so when he goes into a corner, he's able to fight these defenders off and open up, different lanes that he's been able to capitalize on so far with his passing. And like you said, round it out, LaPointe, he is just a stud right now, and he is scoring goals, and that's his goal for the season. If you listen to the Spotlight, he wants to have the most goals on the team.
He's well on the way, and he's really good at finishing, especially when he gets into a situation where he's coming one-on-one breakaway on the goalie. He usually beats him, and he usually buries the puck, and he's got a great eye to find those holes and shoot it where the goalie isn't, something I never mastered.
You and me both there, bud. But it's so exciting because those are 3 guys, and actually, LaPointe will play with Kelly at times, and you can attest to this, but normally Sullivan's on a different line. That's the depth you spoke of earlier. They've got this offensive depth where they can run 3 lines.
Well, they moved Jonathan Kaminsky up on the line with Nate Kelly and LaPointe, and those guys were super effective because Kaminsky's a grinder, and he gets those 2 the puck, and it was fun to watch. And then you've got Cameron Colombo mixed in there as well, who we haven't even talked about, and that kid can bury the puck.
Yeah, absolutely. He's just another one of those with that hard nose for the net, and it's really exciting to watch him play because he's one of those guys that gets down there. His speed has actually increased. His skill set is just improving as you would expect, but it's fun to watch because before he was kind of just a north-south or east-west guy, and now he can kind of get down there, play a little hard-nosed hockey below the goal line, but he's got a pretty good finishing touch as well.
Plus, he, Sean Sullivan, and LaPointe are all built kind of the same. Very squatty, square, solid fire plugs on the ice.
Those are tough guys to knock off the puck because they've got a low center of gravity, and they're not short and small. They're short, and they're built, and they're strong kids, and they're not even that short, really. I'm not saying that they're
probably taller than me.
There. They probably are. And Harvard, it's just so exciting. It's something that I've talked about a little bit before, too, is the size of this team. And it's because we have 9 seniors, I believe. Pretty heavy load in terms of senior class. But this year, man, it is noticeable when they go against some of these teams. The few games that I've called so far, you can see that there is a size disparity in the best way possible for Steamboat. Granted, you've got, the big ones, and then all of a sudden you'll have Tate Doris and you'll have James Burnson coming up. And so they still have to grow into their bodies for sure, but they're pretty quick and agile and able to not drop off.
And they moved Tate Doris back to defense this last weekend, and he was very solid. He got a bunch of ice time, especially in that Chatfield game, and he really played well, which is great to see. Again, Coach Steele, Coach Ripley, not afraid to lend to the bench, and that only bodes well for the team because then none of these guys are scared when we need him if someone gets hurt or goes down.
Like I said, up and down the roster, up and down the defensive side, and the same goes for the offense. He is getting these kids valuable experience and valuable time out on the ice, and there's just nothing that can compete with that. You have to experience playing against a senior when you're a freshman, because otherwise you can come in and you don't want a shell shock, sophomore or junior player. You want them to kind of have that out of their system, and it's a great experience for these kids because oftentimes they're going against competition where they're not just going to get rolled over. They can actually play with them, and then all of a sudden you start to build confidence in the player, and it just, develops for the next 4 years for some of these guys.
So this evening, the Steamboat Sailors taking on the Liberty Lancers. The Sailors have one defeat on the season, and it's to Liberty. It happened in an early morning game down in Colorado Springs. Let's talk about Liberty, the matchup, the game, and what happened to the Steamboat Sailors and why they lost to a team that now has a 2-8 record.
Well, one word on the mind of the Sailors: redemption and blowout, if you had to choose a second one, because this is a team they should have dominated. They really did for the most part. They dominated play. It just got away from them. Nate Kelly scored a goal in the second period. It was the first one. They just were a little bit slow, and it's funny because we've seen this now in a couple different sports. We saw the Sailors boys basketball kind of have this kind of game where, it's a trap game, the classic trap game. They just are a little bit overconfident, maybe too loose, and they weren't as sharp as they would have liked to be, and they lost. Steamboat, of course, after Kelly's goal, they didn't score again, and then all of a sudden, Liberty gets one, and then they get two, and then they get three, and then the final horn sounds, and they're just standing there all like, what just happened? And so I know a lot of these guys, they want that back.
Well, I talked to Patrick Sumner, and he thought it was one of the better games he played in goal. It is a team sport, and it did feel like the team kind of let him down in front of him because, only scoring one goal, obviously the lowest output for this Sailors team all year long, who's usually scoring 5 or more goals whenever they get.
And, they didn't help him out in terms of some of the penalties that they took and at the times that they took those penalties. And then there was a couple 2-on-1s. I think one of them led to the second goal. And so there was a couple things that were mental breakdowns in front of Sumner. I hope for his sake he gets back in goal for that one. It would just be fun. He would have a little bit of a chip on his shoulder for sure. And I think that the team as a whole is just going to come out. And I hope that the offense is just flying.
You and me both. It's Steamboat Sailors hockey. Fly on down to Howelsen Ice Arena. We're less than a half an hour away. Wear red and bring your radio with and listen to this game on KCOQ The River at 100.5, or you can listen and watch it online at steamboatradio.com. Scroll down to today's game against the Liberty Lancers. Click on the listen and watch link, and you, my friends, are cooking with gas. It's Steamboat Sailors ice hockey action. Your Steamboat Sailors getting ready to take on the Liberty Lancers at Howelsen Ice Arena in just a few on your Steamboat Sailors Sports Connection. We are The River at 100.5 and online at steamboatradio.com.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
My name is Curtis Maltby, and I'm a senior. My number is 24, and I play forward. I've been playing for about 10 years. I also like hockey, of course, lacrosse, cricket, rugby, anything. I'd like to go to college. I'm not too sure yet, but I know I will be going to college next year. Hopefully, maybe play some intramural or something while I'm in college, hockey. And in 10 years, I see myself hopefully with a good job and just living life to the fullest. Outside of school, I'm not really involved in much, but I love this community and do anything I can to support it. My favorite subject in school is probably English because I love writing. My favorite movie is probably any of the Hangover movies just because they're hilarious. Last summer, I was also in Nantucket surfing and working and just having fun with all my friends. My goals for this season are to just be a big contributor to the team and score as many goals and have as many assists as I can. My goals in life are just to be happy and find joy in whatever I'm doing. And what I remember most about being a Sailor is just the camaraderie that all of us have in the locker room and just how we're such good friends and everything. We can always talk about anything with each other. And I'm Curtis, I'm a senior, and I'm proud to be a Sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Steamboat Ace is your go-to place for everything you need for your home. Bridget here from Steamboat Ace, and we aren't just paint and power tools. Ace has a great pet section to keep your furry friend happy and healthy, a fun toy section stocked with items for all ages to make the perfect gift, beautiful housewares, cookware, candles, and more to decorate and add beautiful style to your table. Stop into Steamboat Ace, proud to support your Steamboat sailors, and see all that we have for your home. Steamboat Ace, the helpful all your home needs place.
I'm Terry.
And this is Phil
from Russell's Auto Salon.
If you need help with your auto collision repair, we make it easy. Just bring me an email and a claim number, and I'll take care of the rest.
Russell's Auto Salon, Colorado's premier collision center, leading the industry in technology, where we have gone green with enviro-based paint.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident. 879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon.
879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. I'm Chris Puckett, your Steamboat Springs Edward Jones financial advisor. Now's the time to make investments that can help provide money for the ever-rising cost of college. There's more than one strategy to save for college. Please come in to discuss your options.
For a free college cost analysis, call Chris Puckett at 879-1851 or stop by his office at 941 Lincoln Avenue. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat sailors.
My name's Colby Beckett, and I'm a senior. I'm number 9, and I play defense. I've been playing since I was about 5 years old. I also play football and baseball. I'd like to go to college at either the Air Force Academy or CMU, Colorado Mesa University. And if I play a sport in college, I'd probably play football. In 10 years, I see myself owning my own business and having a family and settling down. Outside of school, I'm involved in the outdoors, and hunting, fishing. My favorite subject in school is math because it's the most meaningful and comes easiest to me. My favorite movie is American Sniper because it's just a great movie. Last summer I worked on a ranch, fixing fences, painting, and just all sorts of work. My goals for this season is to make a deep playoff run and have fun. My goals for life is to be successful. What I remember most about being a sailor is making all my new friends. I'm Colby Beckett. I'm a senior and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
The team of Mountain View Car Wash and Detailing Professionals is proud to be supporting Sailor Sports this season. Whether a basic wash or a full detail, we know that the key to providing you with excellent service is teamwork and attention to detail. So while the Sailors are focusing on cleaning up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle. With affordable washes and a wide variety of detail services, we have the game plan to fit your budget and needs. We are located at the corner of Highway 40 and Trafalgar Drive. Mountain View Car Wash, where you won't get a penalty for having a dirty car.
Small emergencies, scrapes, frames, and stitches, they're bound to happen. You deserve quick care from trusted physicians. At UC Health Yampa Valley Medical Center, our emergency care team is here for you and your loved one. The board-certified physicians at YVMC are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to get you in and out the door quickly. You'll experience the same safe and high-quality care you've come to expect at YVMC, now with smaller prices for life's small emergencies. Yampa Valley Medical Center, now part of the UC Health family.
This is Skip Beardo from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is a Colorado company that is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowners throughout the Yampa, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. And we're proud to support Sailor's Ice Hockey. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee-owned and operated, contractor's choice, the homeowner's choice.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat sailors.
My name is Jonathan Quinn Kaminsky, and I'm a junior in high school. I'm number 6, and I play right wing or left wing. I've been playing for about 11 years now. I also play high school football and lacrosse. I'd like to go to college at Purdue because everyone ever in my family has gone there, and I want to play on the football team at Purdue and try to be the long snapper. I see myself in 10 years being a very successful businessman and retired because I was a very successful businessman and with a well-maintained family. Outside of school, I'm also involved in golfing with my father, and I also drive around and listen to music a lot. My favorite subject in school is lunch because I can go wherever I want. My favorite movie is Talladega Nights because Will Ferrell is a funny man and there's some great quotes. Last summer I worked at B&K for my dad, and I also went to Camp Timberline and Estes Park, and I golfed a lot. My goals for this season are for the whole team to roll up their pant covers because it's a trend and get a big hit in front of the student section. My goals for life are to make a lot of money and always have the best style. What I will remember most about being a sailor is all the great friendships we develop and all the funny conversations we have in the locker room. I'm Jonathan Quinn Kaminsky. I'm a junior in high school, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Hey, Sailor hockey fans, PJ Wharton of Yampa Valley Bank here to thank you for supporting our hometown hockey team. Yampa Valley Bank is proud to support all of our Steamboat student athletes and to sponsor this broadcast of Steamboat Sailors Hockey on KTYV Sports on FM and 98.9. Steamboat High School Athletics are an example of our genuine hometown, Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown bank. Enjoy the game, and let's go, Sailors!
Hi, this is Doc from Doc's Auto Clinic. When your car isn't feeling well, head over to Doc for above and beyond customer satisfaction and the most expert service around. The techs at Doc are ASD certified and go the extra mile to give you the peace of mind you need to know your vehicle is safe. We take care of you and your family by taking care of your car.
All right, so what I was saying is, let me know if your headset's too loud or too soft. I can adjust that.
Doc's Auto Clinic, proud to support Steamboat Sailors.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight.
What?
Learn more about your Steamboat
Is it too soft or you good?
My name is Cameron Colombo.
Maybe a little
I'm a junior
bit more.
at Steamboat Springs High School. My number is 25. My position is center and left wing. I've played hockey for around 10 years, and I've also been on the high school team for 3 years.
10
I also
years.
like to play lacrosse. I have to go to college at
even been
CU,
alive for 10
CSU, and DU, and maybe Purdue. I don't plan on playing hockey in college. I plan on just hanging out with my friends and focusing on schoolwork. In 10 years, I see myself being very successful and having fun and just living life. Outside of school, I'm involved with coaching the Bantam team. My favorite movie is The Notebook. It's super sad. Last summer, I hung out with my friends and went to King Solomon Falls and just jumped off those cliffs there. My goals for the season are to get deep in the playoffs and just have fun and score a lot of goals. My goals for life are to have fun, make some money. The one thing I'll remember most about being a sailor is probably the students and the team and how connected we are together. My name is Cameron Colombo. I'm a junior, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Steamboat Resorts is a proud sponsor of Sailor Athletics. Do you have friends or family coming to town, but space at your place is a little tight? Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals is here to help. Steamboat Resorts has been the lodging leader here for over 30 years, and we've got great rates at more than 800 units in 38 properties around the base area. Call us at 879-8000 and ask for the Locals Connection discount. That's the Locals Connection, 879-8000, or visit steamboatresorts.com.
Sports-related dental injuries account for more than 600,000 ER visits each year. If your child is playing a sport and not wearing a mouth guard, they are 60 times more likely to suffer harm to their teeth. Steamboat Dental Center offers custom-fit mouth guards made from an exact model of your child's teeth. They are effective, comfortable, easy to clean, and also cheaper than a visit to the ER. Call Steamboat Dental Center today and receive half off a custom mouth guard. SteamboatDentalCenter.com. Go Sailors!
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
I'm Luke Borgerding, and I'm a senior at the high school. I'm number 7, and I play defense. And this is my 4th year on the team. I've been playing hockey since, I don't know, a very young age. I also like to view other sports at the high school, especially watching the other kids play and compete. And I would like to go to college either in Colorado or California, but I'm not sure. I might take a year off first and then go into college, but definitely plan on going to college college at some point. I might play club hockey at college, but that would probably be just about it because it's way too hard. In 10 years, I see myself hopefully starting a family, settling down, and enjoying a life of relaxing. And outside of school, I also am involved in hot tub cleaning, so I drive around and clean hot tubs with my buddy Matt. My favorite subject in school is probably math, just because it seems like it's the most meaningful. Favorite movie? That's a tough one. There's a lot of great movies, so I can't really choose one. Last summer, I worked a lot, and I also went on a river trip to Desolation Great Canyon on the Green River, and it was a life-changing experience getting tossed around by some massive rapids. Definitely try that out once in your life. My goals for this season are to make it to the ship and to be a team and get far. And my goals for life are to not live life we're looking at money, but to live life looking at happiness. What I'll remember most about being a sailor is my teammates and everyone I've met throughout the years and gained friendship and experience with. I'm Luke, I'm a senior, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9. The River, KCOQ, Steamboat Springs.
Don't move. The face-off is just moments away. Now we join the club of Steamboat Sailors Hockey on 98.9.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. We are here from the Howie Dome. Your Steamboat Sailors just about set to take on the Liberty Lancers in what is a little bit of a grudge match, as the Lancers have been the only team to beat Steamboat so far this year. I'm joined by Andrew Bilski.
Hello.
Always a pleasure to have you along for the ride, Andrew.
Well, thanks for having me, Vlad.
As you educate us on all things hockey. I really appreciate that.
Oh, I need it. Yeah, I need some education.
No. You're the professor. Oh. It's going to be Nate Kelly, LaPointe, and I believe Yonka up front. Unless they've got, we'll see if he's starting on the back end, because Griffin Malpe's out there as well. And it looks as though it's actually Griffin who is the forward. Yonka just attacked there on the opening faceoff. So Kempers and Sean Yonka on the back end for Steamboat here. That's your first five, as we've got an early whistle for an icing against Liberty. Steamboat is right to left here on KCOQ 100.5 The River. As, again, like I said, a little bit of a grudge match as they lost to Liberty 3-1 in Sertich last year. Here's Nate Kelly. Rips a shot. Big save. No rebound. As the starting goaltender here is for Liberty's Evan Honey. And he makes an initial stop here early on. Peyton Schutz getting the start for your Sailors in his all-white uniforms. Ensuing face-off, it's going to be tied up, and a souvenir, as that one very nearly took the head off of one of the fans in the stands here. Shot out of play by Ryan Eichstedt. We're joined in the press box by Swedish Fish, but they'll probably not last very long. Face-offs to the blocker side here of Evan Honey and company, with LaPointe still out there as the centerman on his weak side. He's going to try and tie up, looking for help. Didn't get it. Instead, it's going to be worked the other way by Liberty, as that was Sangelis. Gets the pass off. Big body collision, but the shot on goal stopped as Copeland got the chance for Liberty. And now the Sailors into the neutral zone here. Nate Kelly will take this, firing it back to Kempers. Goes D to Yonka. And Yonka will just chip it to the neutral zone. Liberty will quickly fire one back into Steamboat's end before they go for a quick change, as Sangelis, the only man to stay out there trying to execute the forecheck. And now it'll be fired up to Kelly. He just touches one into the offensive end for your Sailors. He'll go for a change himself as the fresh troops come off the bench for Steamboat. Here's Yonka. He's going to take a hit from behind there. And big collision from Reed Magnuson. And a foot race here, and it looks as though that's going to become icing and come back 172 feet for the face-off.
So, Vladen, yes. I learned yesterday that in a three-man officiating system, the linesman can call penalties that are behind the play.
Well, would you look at that?
I had to ask. I had thought that the linesmen could not call penalties except for too many men, but turns out in a three-man system, they can.
Well, see, they're just doing the wrong three-man system here. They need to do the hybrid where you have two officials and one linesman.
There you go.
And the officials just help out with the offsides calls when needed. That's really what they should be doing, but who am I to judge? It's not like I've played and coached for 20 plus years. Anyways, back to hockey here from the Howie Dome. Steamboat's in the offensive end as it's going to be kept in by Tanner Ripley. Sends it to Sullivan. Tried to get it out front. Couldn't quite connect with Kaminsky. Ripley does take it in the high slot. Fires one that's blocked before it got on frame. Taken back by Borgening. He tries to spin off of pressure. Gets it up to the blue line and awaiting Sean Sullivan. Rips a shot in at first goal of the game. And it did not take long. Sullivan sent one hard and low, and it ended up going 5-hole on Evan Honey. And it's 1-0 Steamboat here. Not even 3 minutes into the game.
Vladen, I don't think Honing could see that puck very well with Jonathan Kaminsky standing right in his way. That was an excellent screen there by Kaminsky.
And a good shot selection as well from Sullivan. Didn't wind up to take the slap shot. Could have allowed for some time defensively to get in the way. Takes the wrister, and it connects. So just a little miscue on that. They thought it was Janka, but that was a goal from Sullivan. Don't be confused. Janka was on the bench. Here is bodies colliding just inside the Liberty end. Puck comes free. Lancers have this for a moment. Now it's going to be Colombo. Chips it into the offensive end. Pursues himself. Couldn't quite chase it down. Wasn't playing last night, but is back in today and is a welcome addition here to the lineup.
Didn't I see him working our camera last night? An excellent cameraman he was.
We may bring him back.
Who's working our camera right now?
Looks like that's Zach Walsh.
Oh, thanks, Zach.
Face-off is down. Colombo can't quite tie up, but he does get help from Thiel, who will just turn and fire it into the zone. And he is in pursuit here. Dakota Kenyon there as well. Kenyon gets it on the forecheck. Tried to get it out front. Couldn't find David Thiel. It'll be picked up behind the goal now by Colombo in the far side corner. Fires a pass up. Finds Malpe. Curtis Malpe shoots one. That's going to be blocked before it gets on goal. And it will be cleared to the neutral zone, then all the way back to the Steamboat blue line. Malpe goes D to D. He finds Grant McNamara. McNamara played a little bit of offense yesterday, defense today. He's the utility guy here for your Sailors. Colombo hustles and gets to this loose puck first as the official tries to hop out of the way. And it'll be picked up now by Liberty. They're out the other way with speed. In comes Sangelis. Sangelis with some moves. A shot, big save, rebound is stopped as well by Peyton Tritz.
Having a couple extra words there for the Lancer player, Sangelis. I couldn't tell where the puck was. It didn't look like he took an extra shot.
No, I think he just had that opportunity from the tight angle, and we all know that Peyton's never one to shy away from chirping a little bit. That has been confirmed by Ryan McNamara, who was on the broadcast against Kent Denver. You know, we get all the details. Inside information. We have some of the kids on. It's a pretty good time. 12:37 left. A 1-0 lead for your Steamboat Sailors here in period number 1. Face-off is going to be won, and the shot goes just wide. Scooped up near side of the sheet of ice here by Liberty, and then taken away and fired the other direction by Steamboat. It's going to be chased down by Griffin Malpe. With speed, he goes behind the net. Out to the near corner offensive end. Malpe now sends one to the far blue line, trying to find Kempers. He couldn't connect on the pass, and now players collide heavily in front of the Steamboat bench. Steamboat's in their white uniforms, red numbers, black trim. They're a little half and half here today. Just, again, on KCOQ The River 100.5. In comes LaPointe. I've got to say, David LaPointe's been looking pretty fast in recent games here, as he seems to have turned up his pace of play since the new year.
Last night he was definitely the fastest player on the ice.
Here's Griffin Malpe now. Tries to find the soft spot on the ice, and Kempers gets hit hard into the wall there. Steamboat took over for a moment. Liberty tries to break it out, and it's going to be taken up ice now by Seth Fulton. Gets dispossessed, taken back by Steamboat, still in the offensive end. And LaPointe went to shoot that one, but it is blocked up into the netting by the Liberty Lancers defenders.
Yeah, again last night, LaPointe had a couple passes, shots up into the net.
Just one or two.
Just a few.
But, he also had that goal.
He did have, it was a sick goal as well.
Indeed. Shot from the blue line. Goes just wide off the stick of Borgerding. And Liberty is quickly the other way once again.
Another ice. I wonder if the Lancers are going to try to open a bakery tonight.
Teams that have played the Sailors in recent months have really started to do just that.
Stockpile icing here.
A lot of new bakeries opening up on the Front Range and throughout the I-70 corridor. Here's Sullivan in the face-off dot. He's going to win it back to Beckett, whose shot does not get through. Plethora of bodies in front, block it down, and here comes Copeland now. Offsides, though. A good call there from Mr. Hartley. Man preceded the puck into the zone by a minute.
Is that what offsides is?
Yes. Don't tell anybody, though. We're keeping it a secret. 11:03 left in the first period of play. 1-0 lead for Steamboat. Tritz is going to set it up for Beckett behind the net. Rimmed around near side, high off the glass. Chased down by Ripley. Touches it to the neutral zone. Too far behind Sullivan to gather, though. It'll be sent right back in by Liberty's defenseman Ryan Eichstedt. Now at the far side half wall, taken by Borgerding in his own end. Fires it up, finds Sullivan. Sullivan now turns the Jets on, tries to get around the corner. He does, sends it to the back post. Almost had the connection there. He was looking for Tanner Ripley, couldn't quite get it to him. But another icing called here as Liberty adds a few more pounds of icing to their stockpile.
Sean Sullivan took a couple good shots to the hands on that last drive, but was still able to get some movement on the puck there.
Face-off here is going to come to the blocker side of Evan Honey, who catches with his left. And it's going to be taken by Colombo, flanked by Thiel and Kenyon. Back ends McNamara and Curtis Malpe. Work to the blue line. Kept in there by G-Mac for a moment. Secondary effort, though. Sends it out. Breakaway here for Liberty. In all alone. This is Magnuson. Shoots one. Big save from there from Peyton Tritz. Rebound. Comes free. G-Mac is back in his own end to take this one. Tries to duck away from pressure, gets a pass off to Malpe, far side. He finds Kenyon. Dakota Kenyon makes a move, loses the puck. Taken right back by Ryan Wooten, and he's going to get it in deep as Graham McNamara is going to try and get it away. Couldn't do it. Liberty forecheck in effect here. They get the puck, but eventually Steamboat on third and fourth efforts clear their own end. But some dangerous plays there, but all of a sudden Colombo almost streaked through trying to get a breakaway of his own. And Liberty does take over. They'll fire one in deep with 9.5 minutes to go in this first period of play. What are you seeing out there, Andrew?
That turnover there was created by a missed check, and the Lancers had a good 30-45 seconds in our zone with one shot to show for it.
Shots are 4-4 through the first half of this period. We found out that there's not really a way. They do Sports Engine, but they don't update
it live.
Yeah, they don't update it live. They don't even update it post game. I mean, I think they just have the score. Yeah, strange indeed.
Well, maybe in the future we'll get live stats.
We can only hope. Here is Kelly behind the offensive goal. Sends one out front. Too far there for LaPointe. Griffin Malpe chases it down, sends it low again. Steamboat in the offensive end here. They are right to left on 100.5 The River in first period action. This is LaPointe now. Tried to get it to the high slot. He's poke checked, but then comes up with it once again. He tries to get free, spins away from pressure, gets it up to Yonka. His shot doesn't go. Second effort, almost had it on goal, blocked instead. Liberty tries to come out the other way with speed as it's going to be taken up here by Eichstedt. He fires one, stop by Tritz as it's going to go to the far corner, and we may have our first penalty. Indeed we do. A roughing call coming up against the Sailors, I believe. as LaPointe will head to the box and sit for 2 minutes, and that's not what Steamboat wants. And I was down there calling this game against Liberty in Howelsen Ice Arena. The Swedish Fish are already making a march out of the press box. I guess they're technically still in the press box. But I was down there, and, Steamboat got in trouble with penalties in the first matchup between these two teams. They definitely don't want to have that be the case again here tonight at the Howie Dome.
Where is Sartich? Is that what you said? Sertich.
It's in Colorado Springs.
Oh, okay.
That's their home ice arena.
Well, thank you for letting me know. All right, we got Borgerding down low. Passes it up to Colombo. Colombo knocks it into the zone. Just levels a Lancer player.
That was a Peter Forsberg play. He had the puck, and he was throwing the body around. It's going to be taken on the near side now by Steamboat for a minute. That's Griffin Malpe fighting for it. And eventually it turns into a delayed offsides, forcing Steamboat to retreat and simultaneously touch up past the blue line. Here now is Borgerding. He chases it down his own zone. He's got plenty of time to work with. Luke Borgerding, no pressure on him right now. This is a power play, mind you. As LaPointe's in the box, they didn't put the time up, so we'll have to see when he will get released. 7:24 to go here. And this is a...
I'm confused.
Yeah.
By the scorekeepers.
I don't know what's going on there. But regardless, they'll fix that one right up. They'll make sure that they tell the coaches the appropriate time that they will be released. 7:23 on the clock right now. A 1-0 lead for your Steamboat Sailors. A goal from Sean Sullivan, who's been a welcome addition this year for the Sailors.
Yeah, he's been the most aggressive Sailor so far tonight. I look forward to seeing him in the offensive zone some more.
For now, though, just a little bit of help coming from Dave Hartley, who steps into the press box.
He's going to go over there.
The penalty box, sorry.
Going to teach him how to work the scoreboard himself.
Well, we're 7:20 into this one. There's 7:20 left in this first period. And a lead for Steamboat. The start they wanted, but in the last couple minutes they've given up some chances to Liberty, and they actually scored the first goal in that last game these two teams played as well. So again, really it's really important these guys get a very good next 7 minutes and 23 seconds of this one.
58 seconds left for player 58. I don't think he did that right either. Well, all right, here we go with the face-off. Sullivan knocks it right through the Lancers' legs.
They're just so good. Just so good. It's worked up to McNamara. He fires one on goal. Stopped down, though. As a good stop from Honey, who's going to be busy throughout the evening, or at least that's the anticipation. Work now by the Lancers, trying to break out on the power play for another 38 seconds here. It's going to be sent to the far side, taken there by Redicliffe. And Redicliffe tried to get it up ice. It was taken back for a moment by Kempers, who did a nice little play reading that one and stepping into the lane. And now Liberty once more trying to just get this one up ice. They have not really been able to establish anything here on this power play. Shot finally comes in on goal with 15 seconds left on the man advantage, but easily steered aside as Eichstätt gets it back at the blue line. Goes D to D. A high rising shot this time. Gloved down by Tritz. And he will hang on. No rebound to speak of. 6 seconds left here in first period action.
A lot of that penalty.
I'm just kidding. On the penalty.
a lot of the penalty kill is over here in the Lancer zone.
Indeed it was. 6:31 left in the first period. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
And then 6 seconds left in the power play for Liberty.
Right.
Yes, we'll go with that. McEhaney's in for the draw. He wins it. Chance from the blue line. Comes in on goal. Stopped by Tritz. And he will just hang on to that one. No rebound once again. 6:24 left, but now we are at 5-on-5 as LaPointe made his way out of the box after that draw. Sullivan's back in here, once again flanked by Ripley and Johnny Q. Johnny Kaminsky. Rebound comes. Big save from Tritz, and the rebound is stopped as well. What a save there. We had a perfect angle at it. That was a good-looking play from Liberty, but Tritz just slammed the door there as he kicked out the left pillow. and makes the stop.
He made one save with the right pillow and immediately came back and made it with the left.
I mean, it's all about the pillows.
So I hear.
Indeed. Shot comes, steered to the far side corner. Liberty really starting to gain a little bit of momentum after that power play. Sullivan, though, trying to go the other way here for Steamboat. He picks up a head of steam. He's in behind the defense. Shoots. Big save. Rebound is not going to come. It's a slash as Liberty touches up, and the whistle is blown. Sullivan with some high-end speed there, creating the opportunity. Almost able to tuck it home. But Mikey Wilson gave him an old lumberjack on the arms, and that turns into 2 minutes in the box.
Liberty penalty at number 17, Mikey Wilson. So when you saw the game last time, was there very many Lancer penalties?
There were definitely a few. Teams both played a lot on the man down. For the first time today, though, it'll be a Steamboat power play. New Liberty centerman is going to be called in, as Bjorn Rube just came out for the penalty kill. Comes free off the draw to Colombo. Far side, top of the circle. Gets it to Borgening. Just saucers near side. He was forced to do that quicker than he wanted to, but here's Borgening now, walking through the circle, near side, sending it low. Found Griffin Maltby to Kelly out front. Nate Kelly was the only goal scorer in this last matchup between the two teams, for Steamboat, that is.
Well, you can't record a goal for the other team now, can you?
The way I did it, you could. Backdoor play. Here's Colombo. Shoots one. Big kick save there from Honey. And again, the puck is loose. Worked up the wall. Kept in by Borgening. And he's going to get it down to Griffin Maltby. Maltby tried to go back door with that pass. Maybe a little too fancy. He's going to try and tuck it himself. Big save from Honey again. And it'll be cleared on the ensuing play. The length of the sheet. 1 minute and 3 seconds left here in the man advantage. Up comes LaPointe. He's into the offensive end. David LaPointe cycles behind the goal and will just get away from pressure here. Now turns, fires it down to Colombo. He's in Gretzky's office. Cam Colombo saucers one out, looking for Kelly, got away from him. And Liberty is able to once again at least clear their own end. Into the neutral zone it goes. Kelly takes over to zone blue. Fires it up to LaPointe. Comes in and just rips one that ends up becoming a souvenir right in front of the fans there standing at the glass. 4:29 left here, first period of play. It's 1-0, Steamboat on top.
32 seconds left in the power play.
Skabang! That's why I have you on here. Keeping me updated. And you're teaching me, Professor.
You taught me where this team was from Fort Collins.
No, Colorado Springs.
Oh, yeah, I forgot already.
Ensuing face-off was won by Steamboat, but it's going to be cleared by Liberty on goal, and Tritz will just play this one, sending it out, looking for Ripley. Goes over his stick as well on the saucer pass, and it'll go all the way back down to Ryan Eichstedt, who will fire it the length of the sheet once more, and that should just about do it for the penalty against the Lancers. Fired up to Sullivan. He gathers it in at the red line. Walks in across the blue to his forehand side. Looks in front, didn't have his man. And Sullivan now just ran out of real estate as he was skating towards the blue line. And eventually Liberty gets it to the neutral zone. Sullivan takes over once again, though. Dangles around a man. Finally has help in Ripley. Tried to get it deep, couldn't do it. Instead, it's going to be taken and fired back the other way by the Lancers. Chasing this loose puck down is Magnuson. Goes to the far side corner, waiting for a little bit of support off of the bench, as it'll be taken by Kempers in the midst of disarray for both sides. Kempers just runs over Magnuson there. And then it's going to be Sullivan who comes into the offensive end again. Wines, fires, big save from Honey. Rebound into the far corner. Kamitsky is in on a forecheck, but it'll be sent to the near side by Liberty, and they break out of the zone successfully. Here is Angelis. Gets it at the red line. Poke check there by Kamitsky. Ends up on the stick of Wilson, though, and Wilson will just get that one in deep and go for a quick change for the Lancers. Picked up by Curtis Maltby. His pass, an errant one. May have thought the official was actually a player. And in comes Eichstedt, who is really having a great start to this game for Liberty, as Ryan Eichstedt will be someone to watch out for if you're the Sailors. Lancers now take this, fired up off of the wall, hits off of the linesman there in the neutral zone. It'll be regathered again by the boys in red. They'll fire it off the near side wall and once more find the neutral zone where Steamboat will have to regroup. Kempers takes it at the red line. Steps up. Now to the blue. He'll just dump it in on his backhand into the near side corner. Picked up there by Eichstätt. He stops trying to get away from the pressure put on by Thiel. Sends it up the near side wall. In comes Kempers. Tries to throw the body. But it's going to be pushed forward, and Liberty in again with a 2-on-1 developing here. It comes in the near corner, though, as it was poked free by Connor McEhaney, the captain here for the Lancers. McEhaney ended up with it once again. Poke checked away from him, though. Sent right back by the Liberty Lancers, and a big check there, but a whistle blows before we go any further. Offsides, the call. 1:49 left here. First period of 3 from the Howie Dome. It's 1-0 lead for your Steamboat Sailors.
The linesman was there to catch the big hit. Caught the Liberty player on that big hit so he didn't fall over.
Just looking out for him. Ensuing draw push forward by LaPointe. I was talking to a lot of these guys. This is a game they would have loved to have backed the first time these two teams met. And I'm sure that this isn't exactly what they wanted, just being up only 1-0 at this point. They were looking to definitely blow this team out tonight. That was kind of the mood in the locker room that I picked up.
There's still a minute 36 in this period, a minute 28.
It's going to be taken. A toe drag from Kelly, not going to happen. Instead, Liberty takes it back the other way. They try and turn the Jets on, and it'll be sent into the corner behind the Steamboat goal. Beckett takes over, and now it's going to be fought for by Nate Kelly. He just stops, gets away from pressure, sends one out. Found Griffin Maltby, but it got away from him. And it'll be taken back by Liberty, but a nice little play there, picking the pocket by LaPointe. He's in and fires one. Honey with the stop, and the rebound gets just under the stick of Beckett. No icing on the play, though. We've got 54 seconds left and ticking down now here in the first period of play. It'll be taken over by LaPointe, who got the pass from Beckett, turns the Jets on. LaPointe, though, poke check, and he'll have to just hit the brakes, I should say, sorry. It was Eichstätt. Takes over after LaPointe dumped it in deep. Hits off his own man in front. Now it's going to be set towards the goal and just wide. Nate Kelly with the backhand. And Honey got just enough of it to send it wide by about half of a puck's length. 20 seconds to go in the period. Sent D to D to Beckett, far side corner of the Steamboat end. Beckett has it once more. Sends it up the far wall. Stopped down by Liberty. Lancers from the blue line going to try and get something going here in the last 10 seconds. Taken, though, by Nate Kelly. He fires one up. Eichstätt gets in the way. And Liberty will just dump this in, and that will bring us to the end of period number 1. First 17 minutes are in the books here from Howelsen Ice Arena. Your Steamboat Sailors are on top 1-0. And we will be back with more after a quick break. Some reads from our sponsors, a few of the Sailor Spotlights as well, and of course a few Swedish fish for Andrew and I. For Bilski, myself, and Monica back at the board, this is Steamboat Sailors Hockey on KCOQ 100.5 The River and online at steamboatradio.com. Back at the board, this is Steamboat Sailors Hockey on KCOQ 100.5 The River and online at steamboatradio.com.
The Steamboat Sailors are on the air. You're listening to Steamboat Sailors Hockey on the River. KCOQ, Steamboat Springs. Sponsored by Doc's Auto Clinic,
Yampa Valley Bank,
Alpine Lumber,
Mountain View Car Wash,
Steamboat Dental Center,
and Chris Puckett with Edward Jones.
Get on SteamboatRadio.com and watch the game live. And check out the complete schedule while you're there.
Steamboat Sailors Hockey
is also brought to you by Steamboat Ace Hardware,
Allstate Insurance, the Allison Agency,
UC Health Yampa Valley Medical Center,
Russell's Auto Salon,
and Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals. Remember, our sponsors support the Sailors, so please support our sponsors.
You're listening to Steamboat Sailors Hockey.
Only on the River, KCOQ, Steamboat Springs, and SteamboatRadio.com.
Steamboat Ace is your go-to place for everything you need for your home. Bridget here from Steamboat Ace, and we aren't just paint and power tools. Ace has a great pet section to keep your furry friend happy and healthy. A fun toy section stocked with items for all ages to make the perfect gift. Beautiful housewares, cookware, candles, and more to decorate and add beautiful style to your table. Stop into Steamboat Ace, proud to support your Steamboat Sailors, and see all that we have for your home. Steamboat Ace, the helpful all your home needs place.
I'm Terry.
And this is Phil
from Russell's Auto Salon.
If you need help with your auto collision repair, we make it easy. Just bring me an email and a claim number, and I'll take care of the rest.
Russell's Auto Salon, Colorado's premier collision center, leading the industry in technology, where we have gone green with Enviro-based paint.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident. 879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon.
879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. I'm Chris Puckett, your Steamboat Springs Edward Jones financial advisor. Now's the time to make investments that can help provide money for the ever-rising cost of college. There's more than one strategy to save for college. Please come in to discuss your options.
For a free college cost analysis, call Chris Puckett at 879-1851 or stop by his office at 941 Lincoln Avenue. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
My name is David LaPointe, and I'm a senior this year. I'm number 5, and I play center. I've been playing hockey for about 12 years now. I also play lacrosse and golf in my free time. I like to go to college at CSU or Montana State. Hopefully I'll play in college, either hockey or lacrosse. In 10 years, I'd like to see myself as a millionaire. My favorite subject in school is math. My favorite movie is Django. Last summer, I worked for the school district, and I went on a lot of vacation with my family. My favorite memory was going to Maine and seeing all my cousins. My goals for the season are to win state and lead the team in goals. My goals for life are to be very successful. What I remember most about being a sailor is the team bond that we all get. My name is David LaPointe. I'm a senior, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
The team at Mountain View Car Wash and Detailing Professionals is proud to be supporting Sailor Sports this season. Whether a basic wash or a full detail, we know that the key to providing you with excellent service is teamwork and attention to detail. So while the Sailors are focusing on cleaning up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle. With affordable washes and a wide variety of detail services, we have the game plan to fit your budget and needs. We are located at the corner of Highway 40 and Trafalgar Drive. Mountain View Car Wash, where you won't get a penalty for having a dirty car.
This is Skip Deardorff from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is a Colorado company that is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. And we're proud to support Sailors Ice Hockey. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, the contractor's choice, the homeowner's friend.
Hey, Sailor hockey fans, PJ Wharton of Yampa Valley Bank here to thank you for supporting our hometown hockey team. Yampa Valley Bank is proud to support all of our Steamboat student athletes and to sponsor this broadcast of Steamboat Sailors Hockey on KTYV Sports on FM at 98.9. Steamboat High School Athletics are an example of our genuine hometown, Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. Enjoy the game, and let's go, Sailors!
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
I'm Griffin Malpe, and I'm a sophomore. I'm number 3, and I play defense. I've been playing for about 7 or 8 years. I also like lacrosse a lot and curling. I'm not sure where I'd like to go to college, but I know I'd like to attend college. I'm not really sure if I'll be playing in college, maybe lacrosse, hopefully, but you never know. In 10 years, I see myself hopefully have a nice job and a nice lady with me. Outside of school, I'm not really involved in much else except for sports. My favorite subject in school is physics because Nilsson's the man. My favorite movie is Surf's Up because it's an all-time classic. Last summer I spent a lot of my days on the beach and had a great time. On Nantucket I was surfing a lot and just getting pounded and barreled. My goals for the season are to be a contributor to the team and have as many assists as possible. My goals for life are to just be successful and be happy with whatever I'm doing. What I'll remember most about being a sailor is the bond you have between everyone else on the team. I'm Griffin Maltby, a sophomore, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Hi, this is Doc from Doc's Auto Clinic. When your car isn't feeling well, head over to Doc for above and beyond customer satisfaction and the most expert service around. The techs at Doc are ASE certified and go the extra mile to give you the peace of mind you need to know your vehicle is safe. We take care of you and your family by taking care of your car. We are located just past Moose on the west end of town off of Elk River Road. Doc's Auto Clinic, proud to support the Steamboat Sailors.
Small emergencies, scrapes, sprains, and stitches. They're bound to happen. You deserve quick care from trusted physicians. At UC Health Yampa Valley Medical Center, our emergency care team is here for you and your loved ones. The board-certified physicians at YVMC are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to get you in and out the door quickly. You'll experience the same safe and high-quality care you've come to expect at YVMC, now with smaller prices for life's small emergencies. Yampa Valley Medical Center, now part of the UC Health family.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
Hi, I'm Tanner Ripley. I'm a sophomore. I'm number 4. I am a center. This is my 11th year playing hockey. I also play baseball. I'd like to go to college at CSU, Wyoming State, or Texas A&M. I don't think I'll be playing in college. I probably won't get a scholarship. In 10 years, I see myself with a job working with something with animals. I also see myself with a nice family. Outside of school, I'm not involved with too much, just chilling with the boys. My favorite subject in school right now is shop because I get to have all that free time and I get to express what I like to do and what I like to build. My favorite movie probably has to be Lonesome Dove because it's one of my favorite old Western movies. Last summer, I took a rafting trip and I just chilled with the boys mostly. My favorite memory was the rafting trip because we got to jump off cliffs and I got to hang with a bunch of Germans. My goals for the season are to be one of the best players on Hard Workers, and I'd like to get over 10 points this year. What I will remember most about being a sailor is probably all the locker room and hanging out with the boys and what it was like to play for the school at home. I'm Tanner, I'm a sophomore, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Steamboat Resorts is a proud sponsor of Sailor Athletics. Do you have friends or family coming to town, but space at your place is a little tight? Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals is here to help. Steamboat Resorts has been the lodging leader here for over 30 years, and we've got great rates at more than 800 units in 38 properties around the base area. Call us at 879-8000 and ask for the Locals Connection discount. That's the Locals Connection, 879-8000, or visit steamboatresorts.com.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
My name is Ryan McNamara, and I'm a freshman at the Steamboat Springs High School. I am number 33, and I play goalie. I've been playing for 13 years, and I also like to play lacrosse and golf. I like to go to college at Boston College because I've always wanted to go there. Will I play in college? I would love to play hockey, hopefully. I see myself in 10 years making millions and just living life. Outside of school, I am also involved in sports and watching Netflix and hockey and eating a lot. My favorite subject in school is math because I've always liked it. My favorite movie is Miracle because legs feed the wolf. Last summer, I went to Martha's Vineyard with my friend Ben and I hung out at the beach. My goals for the season are to make it far, maybe get some playoffs, and have some good friendships with the boys. My goals for life are just to have a successful life and just have fun. What I remember most about being a sailor is the bus rides with the boys, the team dinners, and just the friendships. My name is Ryan McNamara. I'm a freshman, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Sports-related dental injuries account for more more than 600,000 ER visits each year. If your child is playing a sport and not wearing a mouth guard, they are 60 times more likely to suffer harm to their teeth. Steamboat Dental Center offers custom-fit mouth guards made from an exact model of your child's teeth. They are effective, comfortable, easy to clean, and also cheaper than a visit to the ER. Call Steamboat Dental Center today and receive half off a custom mouth guard. SteamboatDentalCenter.com. Go Sailors!
Hi, I'm Joanna Allison with Allstate. My husband Brett and I are excited to bring Allstate Insurance to the Yampa Valley. We are so fortunate to live in this amazing place and want to help you protect all that's good in your life. Brett and I are here to provide local insurance advice and help customize an insurance plan that meets your needs. Stop by the Allison Allstate Agency in Steamboat on 5th Street, right across from Mahogany Ridge for a free quote, or Google us at Allstate Steamboat. We are a proud supporter of the Steamboat Sailors.
The River, KCLQ, Steamboat Springs.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. We are back at the Howelsen Ice Arena, where your Steamboat Sailors have a 1-0 lead after the first 17 minutes of play here on the River 100.5. As we're just about set for the second period of action. Should be pretty good. I'm joined by Andrew Bilski. Andrew, what did you see in that first period?
It looked like some aggressive forechecking. It's nice to have Colombo back in there. Some speedy maneuvers by Sullivan and LaPointe, and a lot of shots. And it looks like Honey seems to have a good eye for things tonight. They just got to keep up the shots and eventually tire them out like they did last night.
Sounds about right. Not quite as many as last night. We had upwards, over 60, right?
Ish, yeah.
I think we're probably around 10 or 12 in that first period. I remember hearing what they said after the first stanza concluded.
So you were explaining last night why they crisscross?
Yeah, it's just silly. We used to have, so for those of you who are watching, or those of you who can imagine the Howelsen Ice Arena, the press box sits right at about the red line, just off to the left. And if you look at the benches to our left, it's closer to the lobby. It used to be the home bench, and then the away bench was obviously the one that was close to the Zam doors to the right. So now they switched it for some reason. I don't know why. And because of that, last year they were trying to be okay, we'll have the teams come out on the other side. But to our left is actually the student section, and there was just too much shenanigans that happened. So Steamboat ends up dressing now on the away side, and then Liberty on the home side, or just the away team is on the home side, and they have to crisscross, and it's kind of just goofy. We should just go back to bring the home team.
Or just let the shenanigans go.
Or that. Just underway here in second period action. Your Steamboat Sailors are left to right on the radio dial here in the second frame. And they are in their, I don't know, maybe these are the home jerseys. Maybe they're in the home whites, red numbers, and black trim. Up comes Luke Borgening. He's in across the blue line, dangles to his backhand, pulls it to his forehand, doesn't get the shot off. He was poke checked by Honey. And now it's worked up the far side wall. Taken there by Liberty. Right back into the possession of Steamboat, though, as Yonka intercepted his own blue line. But the pass was a little too far for Kenyon, and it turns into an icing, and it'll come back into the Steamboat end. 16:24 left here, so just underway in the second period of play.
Already piling on the icings, except this one came from Steamboat.
Coach says that, we icing so much we could start our own bakery. Shot comes through the crease, doesn't get on goal. It's going to be worked up the near side wall. Kelly tried to fire it to Maltby. He got a touch on it at least, so no icing. And LaPointe goes down. I think that's a pretty weak call.
Weak call, interference.
That was a 50-50 puck battle, and LaPointe, just because he lost an edge, is going to draw a call. Steamboat will go to the power play. Reed Magnuson there. Just kind of a weak, that's a hockey play. You're battling 50-50 puck there.
I agree. I don't agree with the call. Agree with you. I don't agree with the call.
Yeah. I mean, but, being biased, I guess it's good. If you're a Sailors fan, that's nice. Power play for your Steamboat squad. It looks as though Colombo and Borgening are going to occupy the back end, at least to start things off. Here's Cameron Colombo, rips a shot, stopped by Honey with relative easy, flashes leather. LaPointe and Kelly, as well as Griffin Maltby, are the other. We'll round out the 5 players.
If I see it right on the sheet here, Honey's a freshman?
Indeed. So that's good for Liberty. They've got someone who's going to be there for 4 years for them, which is always nice to have consistency, especially in goaltending.
I agree.
Here's Nate Kelly. Tries to cycle it down. Nope. There's a big booming check against Eichstätt that will turn into potentially a checking from behind here. We'll see what the call is. If they give him a rough, or if they're going to give him a check from behind.
I think that was Griffin Maltby with the check from behind.
Yes. So they'll have to send an additional man to the box here for the checking from behind call, I believe, as that'll be a 2 and a 10. So Maltby is going to be done for the better part of this second period of play. Won't be eligible for release until after 12 minutes unless they score in that 20-second abbreviated power play they'll get when their player comes out of the box. But for the time being, 4-on-4 here from the Howie Dome. Plenty of ice to work with as...
And it looks like Thiel's going to serve the...
Wow. 5-minute major. So they gave him a major and a misconduct. So Maltby now is going to be, he will be out for pretty much the period.
46 seconds left.
So it's going to be taken by Liberty.
Based on what you said in the last game, this is not what the Sailors wanted to see.
No, not at all. And this is actually, they got a major in the last game too. Oh, man. Any which way. Here is Liberty fighting for this. No call on that. Just a hockey play. Big collision then. And Liberty with a chance. McEhaney, though, had it get away from him. He couldn't get the shot off. A little pushing and shoving there as McEhaney jaws with Nate Kelly.
Looks like Tricks just wanted to glove that and slow it down.
You can see the tempers starting to flare a little bit here, and Liberty probably loves it. I mean, they're a 2-8 team coming in. One of their wins, of course, against Steamboat. So if they can get under the skin of this Sailors team, that's what they're going to look to do. Steamboat, on the other hand, still with the 1-0 lead. They're left to right on KCOQ 100.5, and they can hush the noise pretty quickly with a goal. A shot on frame, stopped by Tritz, and a hooking call coming up against Steamboat.
Crowd is shouting at the referees now. They're not happy. I think that's Colombo getting the penalty.
Did you see it? Was it behind the play, maybe?
It was not in the play.
Yeah. It was non-existent.
So now we got a 4-on-3 for 53 seconds.
Don't you know? Here is Borgening sending it down the length of the sheet. Eichstätt will be the first man back. Fixed up behind his own goal. Again, Steamboat is left to right on the radio dial. Liberty's coming out the other way with speed. This is Copeland leading the charge. He tries to get by, sending one towards the goal mouth. Poked free by LaPointe and sent to the blue line. Liberty on the attack. Shot comes in. Looking for a tip from Copeland. Couldn't get it. He runs into the wall and then ends up losing the puck because of it. And the Sailors will take that as Sullivan sends it down the length of the sheet here. 18 seconds until there's going to be a 5-on-3 for a minute and 10 seconds. And up come Liberty now on the attack. Lancers dancing around. This is Sangelis. Backdoor play, shot, and that one did not miss by much. McEhaney got the feed. What a play there from Sangelis, though. And now Liberty is on that 5-on-3 we spoke of for a minute. As Eichstätt will take this. Passed up, intercepted by Sullivan. He tries to get through, but a poke check there from the senior leader here for Liberty. A chance, shot on goal, stopped by Tritz, and then he throws it at the Liberty player.
I have to compliment LaPointe, Bogartine, and Sullivan for that 3-man penalty kill there. Very good job by those 3 young men.
5-on-3, and the new man out is Kaminsky. He's going to have help from Kempers and Beckett. And a nice job winning the face-off from Johnny Q. He lives for this stuff. He loves the penalty kill. That's his area of expertise. Here now comes Liberty into the zone, leading the charges. Wilson fires a shot that goes wide, comes up to the blue line, kept in there by Ryan Wooten, and Wooten will shoot one that's steered up by Tritz into the netting, and that will be another souvenir for the fans.
So you'll have to explain to me why they call him Johnny Q.
I've not had that explained to me. I just go with it.
Okay.
I think it's his middle name, Jonathan Quinn Kaminsky.
Oh, okay.
I believe.
That's a good nickname. I like it.
That's what I'm thinking. Off the ensuing draw, it's won by Liberty. 20 seconds of 5-on-3 remaining here. And blue line play. Lancers now. It's Eichstätt. Fires one. Sticked aside by Peyton Tritz. Worked up to the blue line. Kept in there again by Cameron Lattimore. Over to Eichstätt. Steps. Goes back to Lattimore. In. Shoots. Big save. Rebound. Is going to carry him off a number of sticks and up into the netting. And we will have another face-off inside the Steamboat end here. 1 second left. And then Colombo will be out of the box. Off the draw. It's going to be won by Liberty. And they do keep it in. Colombo just rejoins the play. Tip in front. And Sangelis almost had that go, but it's going to end up a save again for Peyton Tritz. He's having a very solid game here for Steamboat. 2:05 left in this major penalty against Maltby. He'll have to serve an additional 10 after that. 1-0 lead for Steamboat. They're going to have to kill this one off, and of course Liberty can score as many times as they want or can. As foot race here ends up in a big collision. And
that's behind the play.
More bodies colliding, and Graham McNamara doesn't like the no call. Here comes Liberty. Sangelis knocked down to his knees, and then he just got hit hard by Beckett. Players colliding, tempers flaring, and Sangelis is down. He was on his knees there sliding into it, so I don't know what happened, if he just kind of ran into Beckett or what.
I don't think Beckett had any malicious intent in that. Like you said, he was on his knees sliding. Beckett just took it right there in the hip.
Sangelis will make his way to the bench and get checked out by the trainer. I believe that's Stephanie over there.
So when McNamara got pushed into the goalie's net, his bottle's still down there over on the ice. He just retrieved it.
Oh, man. I thought he would maybe take a sip of it or something. So it's going to be Grant McNamara and Sean Sullivan with Kempers and Colby Beckett still. A nice job from McNamara intercepting the set play off the offensive zone face-off. Sullivan is pursuing. Tries to get it away from Lattimore, chasing him down. Lattimore, though, still with the puck on his backhand. Eventually loses it, and it'll be fired down the length of the sheet by Steamboat. Nice job from your Sailors. With $1:18 left in the penalty, the major portion of the penalty against Griffin Maltby. Now it's going to be taken by Beckett. He tries to get it deep, couldn't do it. It'll be taken over by Reed Magnuson. Magnuson's going to come up across the red line. Fishes one off, and a penalty coming up against Grant McNamara.
Led with his knee, but he's getting a trip. Crowd's getting a little restless here. Not sure why they called that a trip. He kind of led with his knee.
Yeah.
Mean. No, don't do that. He's pounded on the glass at the ref.
Oh, man. So he was heated up ever since that.
Yeah, behind the net action.
Yeah. His dad's in the penalty box. He'll have some words with him. So 5-on-3 for another minute here for Liberty. A chance, a shot, goes wide. Eichstätt far side, going to hold it into the blue line. Goes D to D, finds Lattimore on the near side. Lattimore rips a shot on goal, looking for the rebound. Steered wide by Tritz, and an intercepted pass there from Kempers. Has help from Borgening as well, but not able to clear. McEhaney is just going to get tackled there by Borgening, and the puck comes in.
Puck rolls in.
And it's a goal for Liberty at 5-on-3 play. So McNamara will be released here.
Yeah, just trickled over the line there. Just trickled in. I think Steamboat needs to control their tempers here. Yeah, they're going to have to collect their thoughts and calm down. And the referees are talking about something again.
They're just making sure. So McNamara does get released because that is that major penalty. So that's a little bit of help, I suppose. Only 28 seconds left of the penalty kill. Wait. Oh, boy.
Wait. Why would the major
It wouldn't.
be?
It doesn't. They did it right. The right man left. It just, they erased the wrong penalty is all.
Okay. Some more scoreboard confusion. Sorry about that.
So 5-on-4 for an additional 28 seconds of play. 1-1 the score now, as Liberty has tied it up. Did you hear who scored that? I didn't even hear.
I did not. I want to say I saw a 15 in the area.
Jason Copeland. There you have it. So Copeland, the goal scorer. As we get things situated here from the Howie Dome. 11:15 left in the second period of play. 1-1 score.
The crowd is applauding the scorekeeper's efforts.
Ensuing face-off is going to be won by Steamboat. Clear to the blue line. Lattimore takes it over there for Liberty. Now McEhaney tries to turn the Jets on and get around the corner. Send it in at the back post, but Sengelis will have to just scoop that one up. Good to see him back out there after kind of taking that awkward hit. Sengelis now to McEhaney. Back to Sengelis behind the net. McEhaney near side. Up top to Lattimore. Lattimore steps in. Out of the box comes David Thiel. Sailors are 5-on-5 for the first time in about 5. Here from the Howie Dome. Up is LaPointe with that pass to Thiel. Hit the heel of his stick, and they're going to say that's still an icing. As they say, he touched it on his own side of the red line. 10:33 left in second period play here on KCOQ 100.5 The River, bringing you Steamboat Sailors hockey this evening. 1-1 score.
Well, I do have to compliment all the penalty killers on that. Beckett, Bogardine, Kaminsky, Sullivan, LaPointe. Oh, yeah, I'll take half.
Yes.
I got more.
That's all right.
All right, 5-on-5 hockey back over. All right, here comes David LaPointe.
He comes up ice, trying to get the things going offensively for Steamboat again. And it's going to be worked to the far side and chipped up by Liberty and back into the Steamboat end. Colby Beckett takes over there. Wheels through to the near side. Beckett now with a head of steam. He's going to get through, but not with possession. It's going to be taken away by Seth Fulton. And now it's worked by Kenyon. Rips a shot wide. Comes free, a chance. Honey with a stop and another save somehow on the doorstep as LaPointe was all alone. And Liberty tries to come the other way. Bodies collide. And there's a big check from Dakota Kenyon, and an offsides caused as Seth Fulton was down. Still hadn't recovered his feet after the big hit from Kenyon.
Yeah, it's hard to be on sides when you got a guy laying in the zone.
So Liberty has 16 shots, Steamboat only 11.
Turning around that, well, when you're on, you got three men on the ice, you tend to not get any shots going.
Yes, sir.
And they had 3 men for at least 7 minutes.
It seemed like 12, but hey, I can't count past 4. Here now is Johnny Q. He's going to try and chase this one down in the far side corner offensive zone. Out there's Ripley as well with Colombo. That's the offensive unit. Check from Cameron Colombo sends a man to the ice, and it'll be work to the Steamboat end. Grant McNamara takes over, finds Colombo, sends one off the wall, looking for Kaminsky, who was almost alone behind the defense. Just couldn't quite wrangle it in. Kaminsky chases down far side corner, tries to cycle. It's going to bounce around between the teams. Eichstätt couldn't get it, and it'll be Colombo instead in the near corner, who gets bumped by Eichstätt. Didn't like it. Gives him a little shot back. We'll call it a hockey play. Eichstätt comes in and takes him down, and that is an interference penalty. And he'll have some words with the official.
And Colombo continuing the aggressive forecheck. He's starting to get under the skin of the Lancers.
Indeed, and so now power play for Steamboat, and a good opportunity for your Sailors to capitalize and hopefully retake this lead. So, face-off is going to be to the glove side of Honey. Kempers comes out with Borgerding, Kelly, Sullivan, and LaPointe. So they've got their firepower out there right now, and expect them to be out for the full 2 minutes. Sullivan takes it, fires up to Borgerding. Borgerding walks the blue line, and we'll send it low to LaPointe. LaPointe tried to sneak it in there to Kelly. Kemper's fighting for it as well, and he'll get wrapped up at the end. And a little extracurricular pushing and shoving for both sides.
And Mikey Wilson took offense to the shot in the crease. Surprised there's no extra call there. He grabbed the Sailor player by the head and started yanking.
Didn't like that the Coach Thiel not happy with the officiating.
It's rare that you see a guy get his head yanked around like that and no call.
I think they called it even with the shot and a goal. Sullivan with a snipe from the slot. And a power play goal for your Sailors. Sullivan picking up his second goal of the game. And it's 2-1 Steamboat. But I was saying Kempers kind of took a whack at the goalie, so I thought they may have just called that even.
That was an excellent shot, top corner. That was sharp.
Top jetter. 8:31 left and a 2-1 lead for Steamboat. Hopefully that can springboard this offense into some more goals. Here's Kelly with a chance and a goal. Nate Kelly gets a goal here right after it took about 6 seconds, and it's 3-1.
That's how you turn it around. And I think that's 2 goals for Sullivan on the night as well.
It is indeed. So just like that, Steamboat's going to stretch the lead out to 2, and now you can feel that the offense is humming a little bit here. Nice feed from Borgerding there into the high slot, and then Nate Kelly just rips one home, and you can see that Honey was a little off his angle. Puck now comes to the far side corner. Kelly goes to play the body, and will get bumped around by Lattimore as well. As here is LaPointe, almost scoring again for the Sailors. Now fired off the glass as Liberty just tries to slow this game down a little bit after those 2 quick strikes from Steamboat. And they are starting to really just command the momentum here at the Howie Dome. Icing called against the Lancers. Sailors will get some fresh troops off the bench, and we'll see if they can just keep rolling. 3-1 the lead for Steamboat. 7:43 left here in the second.
That was some excellent momentum swing of the Sailors scoring those 2 quick ones. Lancers look like they're back on their heels right now.
Here's Sullivan back out there, maybe looking for the hat trick. He's in between Dakota Kenyon and David Thiel. Foot race here, and it's going to be on goal. And Sangelis ends up going down as he was just in a body positioning battle with Kempers.
Excellent body work by Kempers to keep him off that puck.
Nice job not allowing him to get free. He could have had a breakaway there. Peyton Tritz out, makes a big save. 3-1 the score here. Ensuing draw is going to be won by Steamboat. But it'll be poke check by Eichstätt. He's in. That's a good play, onside play. And Eichstätt will get a cross-checking penalty. And actually, we're going to get both. Sullivan knocks him down.
Slashing and cross-check.
It's a slashing call. Eichstätt had extended the arms on that one. A pretty easy call right in front of the official there. And then it was Thiel. I thought it was Sullivan coming back, but Thiel actually is back there and got the penalty for the slash. And we'll see if they call it coincidentals or if we're going to have 4-on-4.
Well, they're both on the board.
So it is 5-on-5. So coincidentals, they should be taken off the board. First whistle after 5:21. They'll be eligible for release.
Some more scorekeeper confusion.
Hey, man, you know what you're doing over there.
I have done the scoreboard before, once or twice.
You know, just a little bit.
Oh, back hit with a big hit right in front of the net. He took out 15 Copeland, trying to charge in for a shot.
Another draw here to the glove side of Tritz. It's going to be taken by Sangelis. Sailors have it for a moment. Giveaway. Shot from Copeland. Stopped there by Peyton Tritz. And then Kempers took down Sangelis, who was trying to come in hard. Looking for a rebound.
Yeah. I don't know why he was waving, doing the Matumbo with the one finger at him.
Another face-off. This one is going to be won by Sullivan. Chipped up the wall, kept in by Lattimore. Followed up by Sullivan, though. Sean Sullivan kind of try and get away here. He's looking for a hat trick and is going to get an edge blown there, and he will slide hard into Honey and take out the goal. But Sullivan just lost his edge as he's tried to turn the corner and then come in hard and drive the net there. Good power move from the youngster, though.
Yeah, defenseman was just not moving, not budging his position, and he ended up going into the goaltender.
That happens sometimes.
It happens sometimes. When you're skating hard, that'll happen.
This one's going to be a face-off that'll come out to the neutral zone because net was dislodged by
Sailors.
The actions of Sullivan. Thank you. I'm telling you, this is why I keep you around. Keeping me honest. Puck's going to be worked up the near side and eventually sent to the goal mouth. Bouncing free, gets away from Borgening, but it'll be Grant McNamara with plenty of time. Going to take this, sending it up the near side boards. Kamitsky, he's hit hard there by McEhaney, who then had the puck trying to come free, but he was offsides, and then Kamitsky takes another shot there after the whistle from Copeland. So a tough shift there for Johnny Q.
And McEhaney was all over every Sailor on that play, getting physical, trying to get back under their skin because they were playing poorly when that happened.
Indeed, he's the captain here for Liberty, or one of the captains, I should say. He's doing his due justice. Puck pushed forward, though, off the draw. Here's Colombo. He finds Kamitsky, and Kamitsky is stopped by Honey with a stick save. That would have been the ultimate how do you like me now? Taken and fired the other way by Liberty, as Borgening will have to retrieve in his own end. Skates up near side, gets free from one, then two, and then poke check by the third Liberty Lancer. And a 2-on-1 developing here. Pass to the slot. Shot is just wide. Opportunity from Reed Magnuson. Coming back and taking this one over is Cam Colombo. And Colombo's just going to go D to D. And then McNamara broke his stick. Comes to the slot. Kaminsky was there to take down the man. And now it's going to be Maltby.
I'm sorry, Vlad. I'm distracted by this adorable puppy that's entered the press box.
It's in his house. A delayed penalty coming up, and it looks as though it's going to be against Liberty. Colombo takes this one in his own end. Fires a pass up. Finds Nate Kelly. Kelly in the neutral zone. Dishes one off to Borgening. He's across the blue line, now retreats back into the neutral zone and sends one to Colombo, who gathers that in. Goes over to Kempers. Kempers tried to find Curtis Malpe, but a little too far for him, and Liberty finally touches up.
Yeah, Reed Magnuson did not want to give up on touching the puck on that 6-on-5. I'll see, now you're distracted by this puppy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What kind of puppy is that?
A cute one.
A cute one.
So it looks as though cross-checking called against Seth Fulton, and another power play for Steamboat. 3-1 lead for your Sailors. Back to the man advantage. We'll see if they can capitalize again, as they will be looking to push the lead out to 3 and really establish the dominance here in this game. 5 minutes left still in this second period of play. It's going to be taken by LaPointe. Worked up the near side boards. Sullivan's there. He's going to take it and fire it up top to Kempers. Kempers tried to shoot. Got his pocket pick. Breakaway here for Sengelis. Sengelis is all alone against Tritz. He's in. He shoots. Big save from Tritz. Rebound. Still free. Sengelis stepped on the puck. And then he's going to try and throw his weight around, but Steamboat is able to at least clear it to the neutral zone. Fired back in by Lattimore, taken down by Kempers, assisted by Ripley, and the puck comes out, to Sullivan, and a 2-on-1 the other way. Sullivan now to his forehand, rips a shot wide, and then LaPointe, that is, not 7, that's a 5, takes this, and it'll be chased down by Sengelis again. He's coming into the zone, and will spin off of pressure of one man, tried to send it out front, big hit from LaPointe. And then McEhaney's in there as well, trying to fight through some defenders, gets taken down in the process. And out comes Steamboat. This is Ripley across the red line, in across the blue. Ripley tries to dangle, followed up by Sullivan. Shot, rebound, and a goal. Matthew Kempers with the strike on the rebound. And Steamboat leads 4-1 with another power play tally.
This is what Sailors wanted. Some power play goals. Not going against them, but for them.
And a 4-1 lead now. 3 unanswered from Steamboat, and they really must be feeling the good vibes here on the bench.
Did you see who shot that? I know Kempers got the. Kempers got the rebound.
Sullivan got one of the assists, and Ripley should have an assist in that as well. And so it's going to be taken now by Sean Yonka. Yonka steps up to the red line, dumps one in on goal. Honey with the stop, and he's going to hang on as Nate Kelly was coming down and made sure he was right in his face there.
He's camping right there, talking to the Lancer players.
Sorry, puppy man.
Face off to the glove side of Honey.
3:35 left in this second period. 4-1 score, Steamboat on top. Griffin Malpe looks pretty lonely over there in the penalty box. And Liberty, just off the bench, was Reed Magnuson. But he couldn't get the puck. It'll be sent the length of the sheet by Steamboat and an icing call.
It's got like 3 more minutes. He'll be back.
Hey, want to give a shout out. It's senior night next Friday. Friday?
Yeah, Friday.
Next Friday is senior night. And
puck drops at 7:30.
Puck drops at 7:30. If you're a youth player, that you can get into the game for free if you're wearing a Stampede jersey and if you're with a paying adult. So make sure you come on out and support the Steamboat Sailors senior class. There are 9 of them. It's a lot. Here comes Dakota Kenyon now. He's in across the blue line. Ends up losing the puck. Lattimore gets checked there by Kelly, and it'll be worked up by Liberty. Nice little move here. This is Eichstadt who's coming up, and he just lost possession into the near side corner. Trying to get away from the pressure of Beckett, but Colby Beckett ends up with it, gets it at least to the neutral zone, and then Dakota Kenyon takes a man down. Eichstadt runs into somebody and goes hard to the ice, isn't happy with it, and will go to the bench. Liberty out the other way. McEhaney trying to lead the charge for the Lancers. Steps in across the blue, winds and fires one. Got a hold of that. Missed the net, not by much. Now it's Sengelis cycling low. McEhaney sees he's all alone. Pops free, though, to Sangelis to McEhaney. Back door, shoots one. Big save from Tritz, and he'll hang on.
Did you ever notice Tritz shakes his glove side to side 3 or 4 times on the face-offs?
Right before the draw?
Yeah.
He kind of does this one?
Do you know why?
I don't. Do you?
He's waving at you, I thought.
Oh.
See? There he is waving.
Oh, hey, how's it going? Hey, how are you?
All right, Borgerdine behind the net.
No, I just found out a fact as to why the Sailors are winning right now.
Oh, why?
So Monica ate vegetable soup on Tuesday when they won 7-2.
Yeah.
Oh, Luke Borgerdine with the goal there. Hits off the defender and just caught Honey going right to left. And ends up in the back of the net. It's 5-1. Steamboat is on top. But anyways, yeah, Monica ate veggie soup on Tuesday. She's eating veggie soup again tonight, and shaboom, Sailors are winning.
I mean, they did score as soon as you mentioned Monica.
I know. I mean, I'm not saying anything, but if I were, that's what I'd be saying. 1:55 left here in the second period of play. A big lead for Steamboat now in the second stanza. And here is Borgerdine. He spins just inside his own blue line. Steps up, fires a pass behind Kamitsky. Follows it up himself, though. Borgerdine will try and get into the offensive end and tumbles to the ice, allowing for Liberty to take over. Near side corner of the Lancers' end. Trying to break this one out. Potential 3-on-2 developing, but great back check there from LaPointe. And the puck ends up at Borgerdine's feet. He's just going to send one over, finding the soft spot, looking for LaPointe, and he'll just turn and try and get it in deep. Colombo follows up, tries for the backdoor play, but it'll come all the way back into the neutral zone as he couldn't connect with Kamitsky.
Well, here comes LaPointe, taking it in.
Good dangles.
A little bit of dangles. Just lost it.
I was waiting for the snipe in the celly.
The snipe in the celly.
1 minute left here in the period. Borgerdine keeps it at the blue line. It's going to be pushed along further, and LaPointe fights for this loose puck. But it'll be worked by Liberty. Again, not out. Borgerdine holds it in, taken behind the net and fired around by the Lancers, and finally they're able to clear their own end. Not far enough to get a change, a whole change that is. But an errant play from Steamboat results in Ryan Wooten getting it down the length of the sheet the rest of the way. Almost trouble behind the goal. But instead it turns into Kamitsky's possession for the Sailors as Peyton Tritz kind of just had a little bit of a misplay on that one. Copeland went down after he was trying to line up Colombo. But Cameron Colombo, the stronger of those two. Copeland now throwing the body weight around here with McNamara as well. And it looks as though he may be headed to the box, or at least somebody is.
Yeah, there's no puck in that area, and they're fighting with each other. That'll usually result in some sort of call.
4 seconds on the clock here.
That means Malpe's back, and LaPointe is headed to the box.
So a tripping call against David LaPointe. He will head to the bench, but hey, Griffin Malpe
back on the bench.
He comes in, he's like, I'm a back. It's a me. 4 seconds on the clock, face-off's down, and with the draw coming to the near side corner, that'll bring us
Tritz
to the second intermission.
Took some offense to whatever Sangelis said to him.
And then McEhaney and Grant McNamara going back and forth as well. We may see some additional penalties here.
Tritz is over here by himself. The referees are totally ignoring him. Players all standing on the ice, waiting to see what's happening.
It looks as though there is a slashing penalty against McEhaney, and so he gets called for that one against Grant McNamara, and we will see some 4-on-4 action when we get back here in period number 3. For Andrew Bilski, I'm Vlad Chase, and this is Steamboat Sailors Hockey on on KCOQ 100.5 The River, and online at steamboatradio.com. Sailors Hockey on KCOQ 100.5 The River, and online at steamboatradio.com.
The Steamboat Sailors are on the air. You're listening to Steamboat Sailors Hockey on the river. KCLQ, Steamboat Springs. Sponsored by
Doc's Auto Clinic,
Yampa Valley Bank,
Alpine Lumber,
Mountain View Car Wash,
Steamboat Dental Center,
and Chris Puckett with Edward Jones. Get on SteamboatRadio.com and watch the game live. Check out the complete schedule while you're there.
Steamboat Sailors Hockey is also brought to you by Steamboat Ace Hardware,
Allstate Insurance, the Allison Agency,
UC Health Yampa Valley Medical Center,
Russell's Auto Salon,
and Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals. Remember, our sponsors support the sailors, so please support our sponsors.
You're listening to Steamboat Sailors Hockey. Only on the river. KCLQ, Steamboat Springs, and SteamboatRadio.com.
Steamboat Ace is your go-to place for everything you need for your home. Bridget here from Steamboat Ace, and we aren't just paint and power tools. Ace has a great pet section to keep your furry friend happy and healthy. A fun toy section stocked with items for all ages to make the perfect gift. Beautiful housewares, cookware, candles, and more to decorate and add beautiful style to your table. Stop into Steamboat Ace, proud to support your Steamboat sailors, and see all that we have for your home. Steamboat Ace, the helpful all your home needs place.
I'm Terry.
And this is Phil
from Russell's Auto Salon.
If you need help with your auto collision repair, we make it easy. Just bring me an email and a claim number, and I'll take care of the rest.
Russell's Auto Salon, Colorado's premier collision center, leading the industry in technology, where we have gone green with Enviro-based paint.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident. 879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon.
879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight.
A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
I'm Luke Borgerding, and I'm a senior at the high school. I'm number 7, and I play defense. And this is my 4th year on the team. I've been playing hockey since, a very young age. I also like to view other sports at the high school, especially watching the other kids play and compete. And I would like to go to college either in Colorado or California, but I'm not sure. I might take a year off first and then go into college, but definitely plan on going to college at some point. I might play club hockey at college, but that would probably be just about it because it's way too hard. In 10 years, I see myself hopefully starting a family, settling down, and enjoying a life of relaxing. And outside of school, I also am involved in hot tub cleaning, so I drive around and clean hot tubs with my buddy Matt. My favorite subject in school is probably math, just because it seems like it's the most meaningful. Favorite movie? That's a tough one. There's a lot of great movies, so I can't really choose one. Last summer, I worked a lot, and I also went on a river trip to Desolation Great Canyon on the Green River, and it was a life-changing experience, getting tossed around by some massive rapids. Definitely try that out once in your life. My goals for this season are to make it to the ship and to be a team and get far. And my goals for life are to not live life we're looking at money, but to live life looking at happiness. What I'll remember most about being a sailor is my teammates and everyone I've met throughout the years and gained friendship and experience with. I'm Luke, I'm a senior, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. I'm Chris Puckett, your Steamboat Springs Edward Jones financial advisor. Now's the time to make investments that can help provide money for the ever-rising cost of college. There's more than one strategy to save for college. Please come in to discuss your options.
For a free college cost analysis, call Chris Puckett at 879-1851 or stop by his office at 941 Lincoln Avenue. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
The team of Mountain View Car Wash and Detailing Professionals is proud to be supporting Sailor Sports this season. Whether a basic wash or a full detail, we know that the key to providing you with excellent service is teamwork and attention to detail. So while the Sailors are focusing on cleaning up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle. With affordable washes and a wide variety of detail services, we have the game plan to fit your budget and needs. We are located at the corner of Highway 40 and Trafalgar Drive. Mountain View Car Wash, where you won't get a penalty for having a dirty car.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight.
A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
I'm Zach Walsh, and I'm a junior in high school. I'm number 22, and I play right wing. This is my second year playing on the high school team, and I also play varsity golf. I'd like to go to college at CU because it seems like a good college. I will not play any sports in college. I'll just be getting an engineering degree. Where do I see myself in 10 years? Being a mechanical engineer. Outside of school, I'm also involved in working and golfing, of course. My favorite subject in school is physics, and my favorite movie is American Sniper because war movies are sick. I worked last summer painting houses around Steamboat, and that was fun. My goals for this season are to make it to playoffs and pretty much just do good in the season overall. My goals in life are to be an engineer. What I remember most about being a sailor is the bus rides with the boys. I am Zach Walsh, and I'm a junior, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Small emergencies, scrapes, sprains, and stitches. They're bound to happen. You deserve quick care from trusted physicians. At UC Health Yampa Valley Medical Center, our emergency care team is here for you and your loved ones. The board-certified physicians at YVMC are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to get you in and out the door quickly. You'll experience the same safe and high-quality care you've come to expect at YVMC, now with smaller prices for life's small emergencies. Yampa Valley Medical Center, now part of the UC Health family.
This is Skip Deardorff from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is a Colorado company and is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. And we're proud to support Sailors Ice Hockey. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee-owned and operated, the contractor's choice, the homeowner's friend.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
Hi, I'm Tanner Ripley. I'm a sophomore. I'm number 4. I am a center. This is my 11th year playing hockey. I also play baseball. I'd like to go to college at CSU, Wyoming State, or Texas A&M. I don't think I'll be playing in college. I probably won't get a scholarship. In 10 years, I see myself with a job working with something with animals. I also see myself with a nice family. Outside of school, I'm not involved with too much, just chilling with the boys. My favorite subject in school right now is shop because I get to have all that free time and I get to express what I like to do and what I like to build. My favorite movie probably has to be Lonesome Dove because it's one of my favorite old Western movies. Last summer, I took a rafting trip and I just chilled with the boys mostly. My favorite memory was the rafting trip because we got to jump off cliffs and I got to hang with a bunch of Germans. My goals for the season are to be one of the best players on Hard Workers, and I'd like to get over 10 points this year. What I will remember most about being a sailor is probably all the locker room and hanging out with the boys and what it was like to play for the school at home. I'm Tanner, I'm a sophomore, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Hey, Sailor hockey fans, PJ Wharton of Yampa Valley Bank here to thank you for supporting our hometown hockey team. Yampa Valley Bank is proud to support all of our Steamboat student athletes and to sponsor this broadcast of Steamboat Sailors Hockey on KTYV Sports on FM at 98.9. Steamboat High School Athletics are an example of our genuine hometown, Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. Enjoy the game, and let's go, Sailors!
Hi, this is Doc from Doc's Auto Clinic. When your car isn't feeling well, head over to Doc for above and beyond customer satisfaction and the most expert service around. The techs at Doc are ASE certified and go the extra mile to give you the peace of mind you need to know your vehicle is safe. We take care of you and your family by taking care of your car. We are located just past Moose on the west end of town off of Elk River Road. Doc's Auto Clinic, proud to support the Steamboat Sailors.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
Hi, my name is Patrick Sumner, and I'm a junior at Steamboat Springs High School. My number is number 1 because I'm the best. I'm a goalie, and I try to save pucks. I've been playing for 8 years. I also like to ball out on the court. I'd like to go to college somewhere on the East Coast, maybe Syracuse, because I like the color orange, and I want to see what the East is all about. If I do play in college, it will be at the club level, because I don't think I'll get a scholarship, but maybe. In 10 years, I see myself in a huge house and a really cool car. Outside of school, I am involved in hanging out with friends, being outdoors, hunting, specifically for elk, deer, turkeys, and pheasants, and camping in the wilderness. My favorite subject in school is by far history, because I like to study about what this country was like hundreds of years ago, and I find that stuff really interesting. My favorite movie is The Polar Express, because it was the first movie I ever saw, and it gives me a very warm feeling when I watch it, because I like Christmas. Last summer, I flew out to Chicago and hung out with my cousins. I went to a Chicago Cubs game, and they played the Rockies. Unfortunately, the Rockies lost that game. I also rode a jet ski on Lake Michigan, which was pretty cool, and I got to have Chicago deep dish pizza. My goals for this season are to warm the bench and encourage the boys when they come off the ice. If I do get to play, I guess I'll try and stop some pucks. My goals for life are to be happy and have a lot of money. The thing I'll remember most about being a sailor is playing for the fans. My name is Patrick Sumner. I'm a junior in high school, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Sports-related dental injuries account for more than 600,000 ER visits each year. If your child is playing a sport and not wearing a mouth guard, they are 60 times more likely to suffer harm to their teeth. Steamboat Dental Center offers custom-fit mouth guards made from an exact model of your child's teeth. They are effective, comfortable, easy to clean, and also cheaper than a visit to the ER. Call Steamboat Dental Center today and receive half off a custom mouth guard. SteamboatDentalCenter.com. Go Sailors!
Yes, the River, KCOQ, Steamboat Springs.
Howelsen Ice Arena site. 5-1 is the score. The sounds are cheering and jeering, a little bit of both. Yeah. The taste is victory.
Woo, go team!
I'm Vlad Chase, joined by Andrew Bilski here from the Howie Dome. Your Steamboat Sailors are up 5-1 against Liberty, and they are going to be skating at 4-on-4 for the next minute and 57 seconds, depending on any other penalties being called. Andrew, 2 minutes in the 2 minutes.
2 minutes for a penalty.
You feel shame.
Feel shame.
Just like I feel shame about messing up again.
And then you then you're free.
2 periods in the books, and your Sailors finally were able to kind of ignite the offense. What did you see out there in the first 34?
Oh, in that second period, looked like the Sailors had lost their confidence and cool and let the Lancers get under their skin. They were on a penalty kill for over half of that period, I would say. And then they started turning it around. I'd have to say aggressive forecheck from Cameron Colombo helped get under the Lancers' skin. And then they fired off 2 quick goals within, 30 seconds of each other?
I think it was like 6 seconds.
6 seconds of each
6 or
other?
7, yeah.
And then they added 2 more after that in the period to get a 5-1 lead.
You know, just pass, shoot, score.
Pass, shoot, score. I've heard that before.
Yeah, once or twice.
Pass, shoot, score,
Johnny LeBlanc not out there today.
He's in Toronto?
No, he's back in Zimbabwe for a little bit.
They play hockey there?
He's coach over there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, for the Zimbabwe Bobcats.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that a mythical Bobcat or a non-mythical?
No, that's like a real Bobcat.
Oh, Vlad's got some fans looking for him in the press box, trying to get some autographs. Oh, Vlad, being the nice guy, is obliging. And we have a special guest here.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm not saying that one. We'd like to thank some of our sponsors. Doc's Auto Clinic, taking care of you by taking care of your car. What else?
Just read.
No, the Yampa Valley Bank, the Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank, member FDIC. Steamboat Dental Center. Dentistry designed for you. Visit Dr. Whitty and his team. Okay, here you go.
The Sailors have 5 on the ice. Should be 4 on 4.
Hey, thanks.
That's a good sponsor, Reed.
That, she helps. Oh.
Okay, now the refs got it together.
What's up?
The Sailors had 5 on the ice, and they dropped the puck anyways. Should have been 4 on 4. But now, back to the action. Puck in front of Tritz, down into the corner. Looks like we got Sullivan leading charge up the ice. And an icing call. We'll come back to the Sailor zone.
You're going to have to stop doing play-by-play. You're going to take my job if you keep at it.
Well, if you want someone slower and less attractive to do it, then yes.
There isn't anyone less attractive. No, we have a lot of fun, though.
I got a face for radio, so Vladden tells me.
That's what everyone tells me, too.
No.
Here's Nate Kelly off the ensuing face-off in his own end. Goes D to D, finding Borgening. There's a dip in the ice there, I'm pretty sure. Here's Sullivan at the other end. We just recruited his brother to play for us on the Astroglides.
Oh, hot dog.
And it's going to be Eichstätt trying to come out, but Borgening chases him down, rubs him off the puck, and it'll be taken on a nice follow-up from Ryan Wooten. Wooten at the offensive line for Liberty, dumps one in wide. Steamboat is going right to left on the radio dial here in the third and final frame. They're up 5-1 against the Lancers. 54 more seconds of 4-on-4 play. Here's Kelly. Outlets to Sullivan. Picks it up. Tries to get around the corner. Fires one from a tight angle through the crease relatively harmlessly. Oh, bodies collide as that was McNamara and Sullivan, and I think the puck went out of play there. Maybe hit the netting.
Yeah, Copeland for the Lancers went flying through there. Like Superman flying, and McNamara tried to not get hit and ran into his own guy, Kempers.
I'm sure that was a little bit easier of a hit than what would have happened.
It would have happened, yeah.
It's going to be a draw taken by Thiel with Colombo to his left. Kempers and Grant McNamara are on the blue line. Thiel picks up, goes behind the goal to Colombo. Colombo spins, tries to get free, but eventually loses the puck. Does get some help from Thiel, though. Cycles it again. It comes to the far corner now. Taken by Liberty. Outlet pass is going to be an icing here as it hit off the stick of Reed Magnuson, but he was still on his own half of the red line.
His half of the ice? Or his half of the red line?
His half of the red line.
Oh, okay. You split it right down the middle, half and half.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
No, actually, there's 3 halves. Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Here now is Eichstätt. He's gonna take this one off of the face-off. Fires a pass up to Lattimore, and Cameron Lattimore will just wheel behind his own goal. Safety behind the net. Peels out now as he's going to outlet this one, but intercepted. And Griffin Malpe with his first taste of action since very, very, very early in the second period of play when he got a penalty. I think it was his first shift of the second. Nice pass up to Thiel. Chips along further to Colombo. And Colombo will just try and shoot one. Blocked by Lattimore. He follows it up, though. Cycles it low. Couldn't get Thiel. Instead, Liberty takes over. And it'll be worked up the boards and out. And a foot race to this puck is going to be won by Kempers. And then he'll just peel out himself from his own zone. Gains the red line. Quickly finds Colombo across the blue. Rips a shot. Bounces off of some folks and goes to the stick there of Kempers. And now behind the goal. Kempers and Griffin Malpe collide, and it turns into another Liberty Lancers possession. They'll work it to the neutral zone, taken back by Steamboat, and it'll be Grant McNamara in his own end. Nice headman pass, finds Malpe. Tries to toe drag at the blue line, can't get it to go, and now it's worked back to Steamboat end. Picked up by Kempers. He'll gain the red line and dump one in. And it's going to be Lattimore who takes this behind his own goal, one of the captains for the Lancers. The physicality's gone down somewhat here in the third. A shot from Malpe hit off some skates in front, and it will be a face-off that stays inside the Lancers' end. But it has kind of slowed down, I feel like, in terms of the physicality.
Hey, I feel like the players calmed down while they were in the locker room waiting for the ice to freeze. And they came out here a little mellow. Is that the right word? Mellow? Chill?
Yes. They chilled out. Just like the ice. Off the draw, shot goes wide of Honey. And body flies as Kaminsky throws his man in the boards. Gets another shot in on a Liberty player, but Lancers do have the puck. Outletted to Sangelis, and Sangelis had to get away from him. Tries to take it back from Ripley, but he's able to get it in deep. To the Steamboat offensive end, worked up the near side boards. Beckett's there, and bodies collide. Oh, and that's kind of a tough call. Sangelis backdoor play, not able to pick it up. Loose puck, and finally Steamboat does touch, and we will have a power play for Liberty.
Yeah,
that was kind of unfortunate. That was just like a collision there. I feel like that was not an interference call. Colby Beckett, though, is headed to the box nonetheless.
No, he's standing over there. I don't think he knows that it's on him. I don't know. Did he even feel that guy run into him?
It was kind of just awkward, and it was another one of those kind of a bad call. Not to be against the refs here, but I mean they had one. We're pretty balanced on it, right? The one was against the Sailors, and then this one. This one was on the Sailors. The other one was on Liberty.
Yeah.
Where it just kind of was like the guy goes down, and all of a sudden the official has to call something.
Yeah, you were the most fair and balanced commentator I've ever heard with the refs.
I try to be, man, because it's like I've been there, I've reffed, it's hard. Sometimes they just... You want to say sometimes they really suck, though. But really they don't. It's just their viewpoint of the game, and we're up here in the press box, and we just know everything because we're announcers.
It's true. Like there was 5 guys on the ice when there should have been 4. I mean, that's difficult sometimes to see, I guess.
Yeah. Really hard. Anywho, back to hockey. Sent the length of the sheet here by Luke Borgerding, and it's going to come all the way around to the near side. Eichstätt overskated the puck. That allowed for Sullivan to take it over. Gives it to Borgerding, regroup in the neutral zone, finds Curtis Malpe, steps across the blue line, taken down there in a little bit of an awkward spill as McEnany had lost an edge. And now it's going to be taken by Lattimore, ripped up ice, toe drag at the blue line. Poke checked away initially, but following up, this is going to be Magnuson. Sends it to the goal mouth. Doesn't quite get there. Picked up now by McEnany. He tries to center. Can't do it. Second effort comes back to him. McEnany out to the blue line. Finds Lattimore. And a shot blocked down. Sangelis picks up. Gets it to McEnany. Back to Sangelis. Tries to return the feed. Instead taken by Steamboat, and Griffin Malpe will get that one the length of the sheet. 30 seconds still remaining here in the penalty kill for your Steamboat Sailors.
Sean Sullivan, aggressive back check. And he goes to knock it out of the zone, and the Lancers knock it down. Oh, the point with the breakaway. Comes in, fakes left, fakes right. Ooh, just missed the net. Goalie lost his stick. See if Sailors can do anything with that.
Kempers keeps it in at the blue line. He makes a move and then shoots one. Stopped by Honey. And it'll be flipped up by Liberty, and the Lancers come out the other way. Do want to thank Doc's Auto Clinic, Yampa Valley Bank, and Alpine Lumber, all proud supporters of Sailors Athletics, as well as Steamboat Dental Center, Mountain View Car Wash, and Russell's Auto Salon. Which ones did Callie do? Callie's my live read girl.
Oh, she did good.
Yeah.
It was good. But then the play started, and she freaked out.
That happens sometimes.
It'll happen.
I do that too. I freak out when the play starts. 10.5 minutes left in the third period of play. Steamboat right to left on KCOQ 100.5 The River. It's going to be pushed forward. Almost got through to LaPointe, but the last Liberty defender there able to get in the lane. And it's quickly worked up ice by the Lancers. They send it to the far corner. It'll be chipped up by Dakota Kenyon. Taken now by LaPointe. Fancy backhand toe drag through his legs. And then an errant pass.
Followed up a good with a bad.
Worked up ice once again as Steamboat attacks. Dakota Kenyon leading the charge. Shot goes off of defender and wide. Picked up now by LaPointe. He gets hit, and there's not a lot of people that can make his mask rustle up as it just did. McEnany now in. Is going to take this one. Tries to get away from Kempers, but Matthew Kempers has grown up, and he is just He's a beast out there.
He looks like a big fella from up here in the press box.
Indeed.
He took McElhaney out with ease.
Worked up to the blue line, and it's going to be another breakaway. This is LaPointe, second chance in the same shift. He shoots, big save from Honey. And back the other way comes Liberty trying to attack. Good hold at the line by Kempers. Kempers to his backhand, and he's going to try and rip one, but that hits off a defender. Now LaPointe tucks it in.
Third time
no goal.
No goal. Are they calling a man in the crease? Is that what the...
Yes.
Why that's no goal? Okay. LaPointe with his second breakaway of the shift.
I love those 2 breakaway shifts. Oh, wait. I don't get those.
He's discussing with the referees why this is not a goal.
And that is off. It's... The net is off its pegs.
Pins, pegs, moorings.
Buoys?
Buoys.
With the Z. Ensuing draw is going to be pushed forward, and Steamboat will chase this one down. It's going to be taken by Kaminsky near corner. He lost it then. Liberty takes over. They'll try and clear. Lattimore, though, had to go away from him as he tried to clear.
Ooh. Taken out. Big hit by Cameron Lattimore.
Taking Ripley to the ice. Bodies still flying around here. Puck finally comes free. Liberty Lancers able to get up into the neutral zone. Taken back, though, by Steamboat. 2-on-1 developing. Here's Ripley. He has it go into the corner. Sent out front, and Honey reaches in and is able to hang on to that loose puck just in front of the goal crease.
There were a lot of bodies flying around there. Ripley trying to make a big hit, took himself out. Lattimore with a big hit on Ripley.
And then another time, Ripley just fell over.
Another time, he just fell over. It's picking up in the aggression and body contact.
Indeed, 8:29 left in the game. 5-1 score, and you know from playing hockey, Andrew, it's never fun to lose like this.
It is not.
And so, in a game that you can actually do some checking, it oftentimes devolves into what we're seeing now.
I like how you use the word devolves.
You like that?
It's
a word.
Look it up. Hashtag look it up.
Pass out front, shot. Big save there from Honey again. Now it's Kelly trying to send it out to Borgerding. Couldn't get it to him. Instead, taken by Eichsbrecht. And I'll tell you what, he looked really good in the first period and into the beginning of the second, but he was just leaned on too heavily, and he's kind of looking weary. Yeah. Now it's going to be worked up. Nate Kelly one-on-one against Eichstadt. He's going to toe drag. Now trying to push back to the middle. Good defense there, though, by Liberty. And a big hit again as Borgerding tried to just tee up Seth Fulton. And it'll be chipped in by the Lancers. It's amazing how some of these guys look for those big hits.
It's true.
It's baffling. Not really, I guess. They're young kids. Here's Sullivan. He gets taken down. That's going to be a trip.
Leg to leg.
And Sullivan
is down on the ice. Grabbing his leg. Hopefully he's okay.
We'll see what happens. Hopefully he is all right. The trainer going to get some help over from LaPointe.
Looks like
holding on to his right knee.
Nick Radcliffe is the one heading to the box.
Redicliffe?
Redicliffe?
I don't even know.
He's really close to that door. They should probably just take him out there.
So he is going to get some help off and be checked out.
Trainer's going to go with him.
Sullivan is going to get looked at from the training staff. Hopefully he is okay. That did look a little bit gnarly as it was his right knee he was kind of holding on to there.
Looks like Nick Redcliffe is heading out as well.
He's getting ejected. A major penalty there for kneeing.
Disqualification for knee. Red foot. Disqualification for knee.
So
it was definitely knee.
5:13 to go, and this should pretty much seal the deal for the Sailors. They're going to have the next 5 minutes on the power play, unless they get a penalty of their own, right? Which isn't out of the question. But Steamboat should be well on their way to another victory and a good little redemption game. I said it earlier, I would have liked to have seen them score 10 on them today. Just because, in terms of what happened and losing to this team that was at the time winless.
Yeah.
You never want to do that, and they did. They had one of their poorer performances, and it's nice to really bounce back. 5-1's not bad. Don't get me wrong. It's a very good game from Steamboat.
There's still 7 minutes with a 5-minute power play.
Indeed, you're right. Here's LaPointe with speed. Gives it off, and a beautiful passing play. But it's going to be Sengelis. He's going to try on a breakaway at the other end. Great work from Beckett getting back. And he swings at the puck, and then Sengelis goes hard into the boards. But it's not the first time he's been down. I don't want to limit that, but he
went into the board. Looked like he went in knee first to the boards.
Did he?
Yeah, he was falling after Beckett knocked the puck free. Sengelis was falling, and he slid knee first into the boards.
That's never fun. I tore my MCL doing that.
Oh, now we need the trainer again.
Sengelis trying to get helped up here.
His teammates helping him back across the ice. He's not putting any pressure on that leg. Heading over to his own bench, though.
Yeah, he was one of the bright spots here for Liberty. He had a few good chances. I think he had a couple breakaways.
Yeah, well, he tried really hard to get that breakaway. Just met some resistance at the last minute.
The boards came out of nowhere. So we're going to have a face-off just outside the Steamboat end. 4:22 left in the long major penalty. 6:35 left in the game. 5-1 lead for Steamboat. It's become kind of a broken game here in the tail end of it with a lot of injuries and penalties and such. Not a lot of flow to this one. You know what I mean?
We'll see what happens. There's still some time to get the flow back, right? No?
There sure is. Just saying the last little bit's been a little bit broken.
It's true.
Here's Thiel. Down low now. He finds Griffin Malpe. Sends one out to LaPointe. And followed up by Beckett, who keeps it in the zone. Nice job there. Taken back by Malpe. Sends out front to his brother Curtis. Almost got the connection there. But Curtis can't quite tuck it home. And now it's going to be taken by Colby Beckett. As Beckett wheels up ice and finds Griffin Malpe and across the offensive blue line. Fires a shot, stopped by Honey. Sent around the boards and kept in by Beckett again at the blue line. Rips one, stopped, rebound by Griffin Malpe's in the back of the net, and it's 6-1.
A good shot from the point by Colby Beckett. Honey just couldn't control it, and Griffin Malpe put that thing right back in the net. It probably feels good to get a goal after you sat in the box for the second period.
I'm sure it does, and he'll have to continue sitting there. Major penalty, so it will be a continued power play for your Steamboat Sailors. 5:42 left in the period and the game. 3:29 left in that major for Neem. 6-1 lead for your Steamboat Sailors. And they're loving it right now. All the fans that have made their way here. Here's Dakota Kenyon. Walks up and fires a shot. Blocked into the netting by Mikey Wilson. Face-off will stay in the offensive end for Steamboat.
Yeah, well, you said 10. You wanted to see them put up 10.
Yeah, 4 more. We're good.
They're at 6. They're almost there. Halfway there.
Sad.
More than half? Less than half.
They're definitely more than half.
Third halfway there.
Math.
Not our strong point.
A shot, big save. Good shot selection, though. Rebound almost came out to a Liberty player. Instead, taking the other way, 3-on-2. Borgening has Ripley and Kenyon with him. Borgening sends it to Kenyon. And then it's going to be followed up by a streaking Steamboat Sailor. Kenyon gets it. Sent up top to Johnny Q. Over to Borgening. Walks in and rips one. I think that hit the side of the net. Rebound picked up by Ripley. He goes behind the goal. Scooped away by a Liberty player, though, and the Lancers able to clear this one back to the Steamboat zone. Sean Yonka will be the first man there. Far corner, overskates the puck. Has plenty of time to go gather it up, though. Sends it off the far half wall. McEnany picks a pocket here, and he gets tripped up by Yonka. And a very similar play there to what we just saw at the other end, so we'll see what the official says.
He's definitely walking towards the box. I mean skating towards the box.
Pretty much the same thing.
He did not signal what he called.
Ooh, 2-minute minor. So maybe because McEnany wasn't down and out. I think that's also obviously brought into consideration. And by saying I think, I mean I know that when you have an injury, it normally results with that game ejection. So 2-minute kneeing penalty, and hey, we saw a penalty, I told you.
You did say that.
Here comes a breakaway for Nate Kelly. Poke check, though, as Lattimore got back in a hurry there.
Some good defense by Lattimore.
4-on-3 the other way. Lattimore tries to take it end-to-end himself. Now Saucer's 1-0, and it ends up splitting McEnany and Eichstedt. Kelly now plays Eichstedt hard into the wall there. Puck comes free, and it'll be kicked out by Kelly. Stick ends up in front of him, but here comes McEnany. Toe drag, tries to make a move around the defender, brought to the ice by Grant McNamara. Nice job there from G-Mac.
That was some good defense as well by both number 18s.
Now here comes LaPointe. He's going to try and get by Eichstedt, and is driven into the boards, but still has possession for a moment at least. Cycles it low, looking there for Griffin Malpe. Now throws Eichstedt off the puck. They play a little game of twists and turns and curls and figure skating. And here comes LaPointe again, in across the offensive blue, rips a shot, and he scores.
That was a rocket.
David LaPointe got absolutely every inch of that puck and ripped it home. 7-1 the score now. Your Sailors taking a big lead here, and they're only 3 goals away with 3:41 to go in the third period of play. Still half a minute of 4-on-4.
Now LaPointe fired a rocket from the top of the circle, far side of the net, just above the leg pad.
This isn't good to see. That looks like it's Sen Jealous from when he went into the boards hard.
He's heading off the ice into the locker room.
Getting some assistance there.
Good work by his teammates helping him over there.
Obert and Hardman.
It's always good when your teammates help you.
So still 4-on-4 play here from the Howie Dome. Thiel will pick this puck up and gets his pocket pick then. Oh, easy for me to say that one. Interception, Colombo shoots. That one blocked off. Nice job defensively from Ryan Wooten. Now it's going to be cleared up to the blue line. Kept in by Beckett. Slides it D to D. Shot from Curtis Malpe doesn't go. Stopped by Honey. Picked up now by Liberty, and the Lancers come out the other way. Pass up ice. A little bit too far there for the stick of Bjorn Rube. And now Beckett looks up ice here. Still an additional 49 seconds left in that major. Beckett is in 2-on-1, rips a shot. That one is stopped, and the rebound does come to Ripley. Cycles it low, looking for Colombo. Got past him. It'll be taken by Lattimore, and he'll look up ice. Lattimore off the wall. Finds his man. And an opportunity at a tight angle. Shot is low and hard and wide by Reed Magnuson. And now, late offsides there. McEnany just got stood up by Beckett. McEnany stayed on his feet. And Beckett is bigger than most guys out there, so that's speaking volumes to McEnany's sturdiness on his skates. Here now is Colombo. He walks in, goes to Ripley in the slot, rips a shot that's blocked down, and it's going to be saucered out the other way in a foot race here as Beckett will just body his man off. That's not a man.
That's not a man.
That is Julia Dessart. You and I both same way on that, same wavelength. Here's Ripley now, fired up to Colombo, in across the offensive blue. Shot comes. That one steered aside by Honey. And now Colombo barrels over a defender and tries to fight for this puck in the near side corner. Getting a few shots there. And then it looks as though we got a...
Mikey Wilson?
Mikey Wilson went down. I'm not sure what happened. It may have been, I'm only assuming that could be a butt end or something to take someone down like that.
Looks like Thiel is the culprit. He's arguing
I'll
with
be interested to hear what happened.
Referees on that. I couldn't really see what happened from this angle.
That was like awkward. I think he might have just got a butt end.
Yeah, the referees aren't really signaling to us.
What is going on? You're supposed to help us out. We're the broadcasters.
I mean, the crowd too.
We're just normal broadcasters unless you motion, and then we're broadcasters extraordinaire.
Slashing he got a game for it. The crowd is letting them hear it.
I don't know what's going on.
So I didn't know you can get a 10 for slashing.
Yeah, again, there's the viciousness and kind of the malicious intent there, and if your player gets injured on it, that also ties into it. That's what happened with Sullivan. That's why we saw literally inside of that major penalty against the guy in game disqualification, we saw the 2-minute knee. You know what I mean?
Right. That's a good explanation.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, that's what I'm here for.
To do the math for me.
Glorified parrot. That's all I am. 1:43 left here in the third period of play.
So if I'm not mistaken, the Sailors should still have a man in the box for that to serve the...
Yeah, it's a 5-minute major against. And it looks as though Ripley will go and serve that one. We're going to step away for a quick 30 seconds and be back with the conclusion of this one. On KCOQ 100.5, the River one. Whoa, hold on, just kidding. I just got the look from Bilski and I realized that we won't step away. We've only got 1:43 left. I want to thank a few of our sponsors.
You should probably read the sponsors.
Yeah, I like the sponsors. Doc's Auto Clinic, taking care of you by taking care of your car. Yampa Valley Bank, the Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank, member FDIC. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, the contractor's choice and homeowner's friend. I can imagine it now, though, Bilski. Monica was jumping at the board, but now she's like, well, this guy, he just made that up. Anyways, Steamboat Dental Center, Mountain View Car Wash, Russell's Auto Salon, and Steamboat Ace Hardware, all proud supporters of Sailors Athletics, as well as UC Health, the Yampa Valley Medical Center, helping you back to full strength when you're feeling shorthanded, as the Sailors are. Chris Puck of the downtown Edward Jones office, and Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals. If you have friends coming to town, give them a call at 879-8000 for the locals connection discount. So we are underway with the last 100 seconds of play here in the third and final period against Liberty. It'll be a power play for the duration for the Lancers. Sorry, Monica. And now it's going to be taken by Yonka, chasing it down, but it is an icing called against Liberty. Do you know what I'm talking about, though? A little bit more broken here.
Yeah.
I was hoping that you would be right and that it would turn into a nice flowy flow.
But it did not. I think in the future we need to sponsor, or we need a bakery to sponsor us and then have something clever to do with icing.
Absolutely. Helping you
ice the cake.
Ice the cake. I love it. I love it. You know, we open up our own bakery and then we get plenty of icing for it.
I do not get that.
You know? No, I don't understand. There's the horn. You know what that means. No, I do not. Shot in front, Tritz with a stop in the waning moments of this game. Just half a minute left and ticking down as we're into the what is it called? The
warm up the bus.
I got distracted by that.
That's what they were chanting.
I know.
Right?
I was saying it's the mercy rule. That's what I was looking for. So 6 goals or more here in Chassa, I believe, is when you start some run time. LaPointe's not done. 8 seconds on the clock, and he wants more.
Defender falls.
Tight angle shot. Oh, my goodness. He almost got it. He hits the crossbar there as the horn sounds, and you know what that means.
No, I do not.
The game is over. 7-1 the final. Your Steamboat Sailors come out victorious against Liberty, and they'll feel pretty good about that one. So long from the Howie Dome for Mr. Andrew Bilski. I'm Vladen Chase. Thanks to Monica back at the board.
Thanks, Monica.
And we will be back with more action on Tuesday, back on KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM. For today, it's KCOQ 100.5 The River, and also online at steamboatradio.com. On KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM. For today, it's KCOQ 100.5 The River, and also online at steamboatradio.com.
The River, KCOQ, Steamboat Springs.
This is Skip Deerdorf from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is a Colorado company and is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. And we're proud to support the Sailors Ice Hockey. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, contractor's choice, homeowner's friend.
Hey, Sailor hockey fans, PJ Wharton of Yampa Valley Bank here to thank you for supporting our hometown hockey team. Yampa Valley Bank is proud to support all of our Steamboat student athletes and to sponsor this broadcast of Steamboat Sailors Hockey on KTYV Sports on FM at 98.9. Steamboat High School Athletics are an example of our genuine hometown, Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. Enjoy the game, and let's go, Sailors!
Hi, this is Doc from Doc's Auto Clinic. When your car isn't feeling well, head over to Doc for above and beyond customer satisfaction and the most expert service around. The techs at Doc are ASE certified and go the extra mile to give you the peace of mind you need to know your vehicle is safe. We take care of you and your family by taking care of your car. We are located just past Moose on the west end of town off of Elk River Road. Doc's Auto Clinic, proud to support the Steamboat Sailors.